I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. Together we overcome. Together we can be stopped. We will reach those goals we set together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea, okay. We will lose together. Together we win. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. Together we can be strong. We rise, we fall together.
Yes, guys, we are back. We are back for another live stream, back for another preview. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. And yeah, so we passed the mock exam on Monday, passed it with flying colours. Now what do we do the real test? This is where it gets interesting. Chelsea versus Manchester City. I want to try and run the narrative that the best bet is that we're playing at home and they've lost a couple of away games this season, but it was all because of Rodri, if we're being real. And now Rodri's back. But I do feel optimistic. Like, I think we can compete with them. I think we can frustrate them, but can we win? We will find out. I don't feel like the same way I felt a month ago, where I felt like we're just walking into an L. Now I feel like, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's see how we compete against the best of the best. But we're going to delve into everything regarding the Chelsea City game. We're going to send a link out to the panel. Daps will be rolling through at some point. He's just finishing off work and everything like that, so we're just going to wing it. The same way we always do on these streams. And yeah, big up to everybody that's locked in. There is still other news as well. Nkunku may be back after the international break. Lavia may be back after the international break. Chalobah, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. But I don't think we're selling him either because apparently he's now out till February. Let me get that up on the screen for you guys quickly. Because there was meant to be some buying interest, but yeah, maybe not now. Maybe not. Where is it? Here it is. A potential January move for Trevor Chalobah has been ruled out by Bayern Munich. The defender is out with injury until February. Well, Bayern wants someone who will help immediately in January. That to me means we're probably not selling him now anyway. Especially with how much we're probably going to ask for him. Because I'd anticipate we're still going to demand 50 million. I hope we don't, but if we're still going to have a high price tag for him, he ain't going anywhere yet. I don't know if that's going to impact whether we go for a defender in January or not. That's all still speculative, but I don't know what the fuck happened to him. This was only meant to be a couple of, I think a month or two at most. Now the brother is out until February. And it's all crazy, but hey, can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. It just means we're not going to be able to sell him. Good luck being able to ask for 40 to 50 million for this guy, and he is literally still injured. He won't have had any football in about 4 months by then. So, that said, Chalobah's trying to stay. The brother's just re-injuring himself. Man's going out for runs in his backyard. He's like, oh, no, I've done my hammy again. I'm sorry. I don't think I can leave Chelsea just yet. Fuck. Guess I'm going to have to stay here for the full 6 years. Shit. Sorry, guys. But I've done my hammy again. It is what it is. Me, I was just winking to his missus like, yeah, we're staying in London. We're staying in London. We don't know. We don't know, but we'll see what happens with Chalobah because we ain't going to see that brother for a while. Question, what happened to Maatsen? I don't know. Is Maatsen injured? He just hasn't been playing. And hey, I don't know when he's going to play, but here's what it is. Yeah, bro, we did a crazy number on Tottenham. Maddison is out. Fucking Van der Ven is out for the new year. Romero's out for 3 games. Udonki's out for another game. Guess that's what happens when you come for my football club. We fuck you lot up and we let you remember it for months. But hey, they can hold that. They can hold that. They can hold that. What else? Spurs are done, in my opinion. Yeah, good. At least they can stop riding this BS title challenge crap that they've been trying to run all season. Oh, we might have a chance. Could it happen? No, it couldn't. You are Tottenham. Remember your place. Don't ever forget it. You are the 3rd biggest in London on a good day. On a good day. And I say that because now West Ham have won a European Cup more recently than you have. So hold that. Hold that. Obviously, we don't wish injuries on anybody. But what I do wish is more starts for Lo Celso and Eric Dyer. That is what I do wish on my opposition. So yeah, that's a you problem. That is a you problem. Big up to my guys. Big up to Steve. Big up to Reckless. Big up to Chelsea Till I Die. True Blue Clay. Warrior. Reckless Ninja. Big up to CNAT. Big up to Chloe. Big up to Joey. Big up to Maldini. Big up to Fata. Everyone check out his TikTok. Put the link in the chat, bro. Put the link in the chat. Everyone follow Fata's TikTok. Big up to CCP. Big up to Maldini. What's he saying there? When we beat Man City, do you think we can make top 4? It's still too early to say in November, but like I've always thought we were capable of it. You just got to start getting a run of wins up. Like our results have been quietly better than I expected. We've only lost 1 league game since September. I didn't expect that. So who knows? Who knows? We are getting decent results against the bigger teams. Obviously, Arsenal shit show in the last 15 minutes aside. We've made a good account of ourselves. That's another reason why I'm not going into this game just thinking, oh, we're already lost. We're already lost. Nah. Like, this game can fall into our hands. We're just asking for a lot. We're asking for a very solid defensive performance. We're asking for Man City's attackers not to turn up. Someone got to lock up Doku real fast. And yeah, we got to take our chances because we're not going to get nearly as many chances as we did against Tottenham. And we still could have potentially bagged more. Even Poch said in the press conference, he was like, Nicholas Jackson scored a hat-trick. That's good for him. Could have also scored 6. But what was the full quotes? Where was it? The most important thing is to keep calm and relax, and he's going to improve with time. Nights like Monday help him to not be too much nervous and approach a game in a different way. And I agree with that. Getting a hat-trick at Tottenham away should do a lot to help your composure in the future. Like, now you're that guy. You bagged a hat-trick at Tottenham. That should hopefully help with your composure. But even then, still got to be a little bit more clinical. Could have had a double hat-trick, and Poch addressed that as well. I think he handled that really well, personally. But, yeah, finish your chances. How many fucking times we said that? Big up to Wads. I don't think Nkunku will be fully fit. I'll be real. I'm not trying to rush him back for Newcastle. Unless he's obviously ready for it. But my eye is on United. Maybe bring him off the bench against Newcastle if you can. Bring him off the bench against Brighton if you can. But I'd have him ready for United and the games after that. We don't have to rush him back. Do you think Postecoglou will be mad at him? No chance. But that shit show that he did on Monday alone, he should be out of the running. Out of the running. But obviously, we know the way the media spun it, he probably won't be. Oh, look at how he's stuck to his philosophy and all this fat waffle, bruv. No, you set yourself up to lose 7-1, and the only reason why he didn't lose 7-1 is because our finishing is whack. Grealish will start. He starts. I feel like it'll be Doku. Because we're going to be on the back foot. It makes more sense to have someone who's just going to straight drive at players more. And I think Doku's would be a much bigger problem for us. Obviously, Grealish is still a beast in himself, but I don't know. I feel like Grealish would be potential. I don't care. Both will be good. Both will be good. Like we're not going to have our work cut out for us with either one of the two. I just don't think Doku gets benched in this game. And if anything, then Grealish start the Champions League match. So he might be the one rested. God knows. God knows. Regardless, we're going to have our work cut out for us, whoever starts. There's no point debating and trying to run this comparison narrative. It is pointless. It's pointless. Lewis, a few weeks ago, I said Chelsea sharp versus the big dogs and you're not having it hitting back with negative stats. You seem positive now because I need to see it. I need to see it. The way we handled the start of the season was no chance. No chance. Now I can see us getting results. Cool, I'm here for it. I'm the sort of guy I need to see it to believe it. I don't like this blind faith thing. Show me and cool, I'm here. But big up to yourself anyway, brother. Yeah, FIFA streams will run after the international break. Yay. I'm sure everyone's really looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll be bringing that back. Clinical Kai switched to Mudryk now. Oh, whatever. I don't care. That brother's still blocked. I ain't listening to his shit. How do you want Nkunku implemented into our attack? I feel like it would be Gallagher or Jackson who gets dropped. Gallagher or Jackson. Because I think Sterling will stay in the team. Palmer will stay in the team. I don't know. Well, to be honest, with the way Poch loves Gallagher, it'll probably be Jackson, if anything. But we need to see how Jackson performs. Like, if Jackson now bags against Man City, you can't bench him. Like, he can't be benched on Sunday. That would literally kill all the momentum that he's building. Brother has bagged a hat-trick at Tottenham. I don't care if he missed 3 or 4 chances. You let him build on that. So, we'll see. We'll see. And I'm saying Gallagher benched. That's what I think should happen. But I don't know if Poch is going to do that. Enzo dropped? No, it's not going to be Enzo. Because then that means Gallagher back in the pivot. And Don't even. Palmer 10 and Nkunku striker. That's why I'd hope. Well, that would mean Jackson bench. I don't mind it, but again, depends on how Jackson performs. But if they all continue to perform, this is all the more reason why we don't have to rush Nkunku back. Obviously, though, we're asking our attack to start becoming a bit more clinical, though. So, I don't know, man. Where's our home pub? There's plenty. Just anything around Fulham, really. I go to the Goose, personally. So, if you want to go there, you could go to the Butcher's Hook. There's the Chelsea Gate, I think. That's what they changed the Chelsea pensioner to. McGettigan's, Broadway Bar. No, that's closed now. Lily Langtree, but that's a little bit bougie. Hella overpriced. Yeah, there's plenty of options. Both in Nkunku. That could be a potential as well. If Gallagher gets dropped, it probably would be in Nkunku and Jackson. I want a 4-3-3 when Lavia returns. I don't know if Lavia goes straight into the first team. I don't know if Gallagher goes straight into the first team. I mean, Lavia, fuck's sakes. Yeah, I don't know if he goes straight into the first team. I feel like he's probably going to be in the Ugo Chukwu role, where you start bringing him on to kill off games. Because realistically, you're looking at Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, or Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer, or Nkunku. I don't think we're going to see Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo. And that's not to say I don't want to see it. Just don't really see how that's going to happen. Is that hotel still... Yeah. That hotel's still there. They haven't got rid of it just yet. Well, I forgot what the name of it. The Cockthorne Hotel. Stayed there before. It's nice. Really nice. Gallagher and Lavia would share time at the 10. Lavia in the 10? Brother. No. No, my friends. What are we doing? Said he meant against City. Gallagher is undroppable against City. Yeah. I'm with you on that. How much is it? Like 1K? And I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Last time I stayed there was a year or two ago, and I think it was my ex who bought the entire hotel. So I don't know. All I know is it's pricey. John Stones is out for this game. Kevin De Bruyne is out for this game. Akanji's got a back injury. Sergio Gomez sprayed his ankle earlier this month, so maybe we could find somewhere to expose them defensively, but it's still probably going to be Diaz, Ake, and Vardio, so can't really run that narrative. Like, if you're going to ask me how we get a win against City, shit, I don't know. Because I was going to say the away record, they've lost a few games away on the road, and we could get something from that game, but that was all during the 3-game period where Rodri was out of the team. Now Rodri's back in the team. They just started winning games again. So I don't know. We have to either have a moment of magic, or we need to have a defensive error, or their players just don't turn up on the day. Nizar tweet in capitals. Oh dear. What's going on over here then? Raheem Sterling faces no further action of having been investigated by the FA. Let's go. You know what that calls? That calls for a nice little Nicholas Jackson. Woo! He ain't getting banned, people. Let's go. Good. Fucking good. Because all he did was retaliate. Man are dashing stuff at him and he can't dash it back. Nope. Not listening to it. But yeah, Raheem Sterling is back. Well, he didn't go anywhere, but he's not disappearing. I hope not. But yeah, that's good. That's good news. The good news keeps on rolling this week. What a fucking week. Except maybe the Emma Hayes stuff. Although, by the way, Emma Hayes did come out and say earlier today that the reason why she left Chelsea was, as we bring up onto a big screen, the reason she's leaving Chelsea next summer is to spend more time with her boy. I've dedicated my life to this place. I've loved every minute. I have a 5-year-old boy who needs to see more of his mummy. Win Stanley out! Get Winstanley out of the club. This is all his fault. This is all his fault. Well, that throws that into the bin now, thankfully. Thankfully. So, Winstanley BS aside, Emma Hayes just wants to spend time with her kid. And more power to her. More power to her. And best of luck at the US. Hope you leave with a Champions League queen. Raheem Sterling, big up. Proper fucking Chelsea. Now you need to turn up against your ex-club. And what else? Sterling kept that 50p found by the corner. Nah, he dashed it back. He just got away with it. He got away with it. And it's all good. You heard about... Yeah, I heard about Diaz's dad being released. And again... Brilliant news. Brilliant news. I was kind of worrying the worst. Like, the unthinkable might happen. But it didn't happen. They're reunited. Love to see it. Love to see it. Things we love to see, people. 300 plus in here. Hit the like button. Subscribe. All of that shit. We haven't even got 100 likes. Let's not do this Chelsea shit. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't make sense if she's taking the US job. Bro, probably going to take the kid with her. Or it's like, she's only going to be working in the US during international breaks and all of that. So there's going to be less time that she's spending within training and all of that. Like when you're at Chelsea, you're at Cobham every single day. She ain't going to be at the training ground every day because the US women's team won't be training like that. So there's going to be more time with the family. But yeah, was there anything else on this? So Chelsea, Man City, there's a couple stats to lead into going into this game. Chelsea's Premier League stats are 3 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Man City's are 5 victories and 1 loss. I think that's the Arsenal game. Chelsea haven't scored against Man City in all competitions since the UCL final win in 2021, 6 games ago. Oh, boy. Erling Haaland, however, is still yet to score against Chelsea, so hopefully we get another Thiago Silva clampage at the back. That's all the stats we really have going into this. Obviously, Lavia and Nkunku will be returning potentially. Nkunku said, I want to be ready for after the international break for Newcastle. And Poch said to him, you're a liar. He said, no, I'm not. I can be ready. He's close and Lavia is close. And I'm close too, the way this is going. Pause. Anything else? A little bit of opposition analysis. Man City are top. Can't really relate to our home issues with them averaging a goal in every 20 minutes in their last 2 home games against Young Boys and Bournemouth. Both their losses have come away from home to Wolves and Arsenal, which does give me some hope that we could potentially stifle them. But again, those losses came without Rodri in the team, and we know the impact that losing Rodri has on that team. So, oh boy. Oh boy. But who knows? A little moment of magic. A little Enzo banger or something. I'm going to keep calling the Disassi header until we get it. Maybe there'll be something. Maybe there'll be something. I said we got to let that slide. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Can't wait to come back to my past comment on Sunday. I'm telling you, VAR will have a huge impact on this game. Maybe. VAR's had an impact in so many games this season that you might not even be wrong. Might not be wrong. Hey, VAR, do something for me. Get Haaland sent off or some shit. Get Rodri sent off. That's it. Let's speak a Rodri red card into existence, people. That's what we need. Reece James hasn't played against City since the UCL fight. Hey, if we win, that's going to be a brazy stat. That's going to be a brazy stat. I said Enzo got kidnapped about 5 games ago. He might be back. I genuinely believe if we win this game, we can go on a mad run leading up to New Year. Facts. Well, let's see what we're like against the low blocks too, because I'm quietly more concerned about facing the likes of Everton away and Wolves and all of that. Now, against the bigger teams, I start to have a little bit more optimism because we do seem to play a little bit better. But them low blocks, we stink. So I'm going to hold my tongue on that one. I'm going to hold my tongue on that one. My unpopular opinion is I'm more concerned about facing the likes of Everton than I am fucking Brighton and United. That's more concerning. Anthony Taylor is ref for yeah. I mean, whatever, man. Oh, okay, yeah. Forget Rodri red card. We're going to get a Caicedo red card in that case. Anthony Taylor is the ref. I think the guy in VAR is the same guy who sent off Gusto. So it's a little bit of a sticky one. It's a little bit of a sticky. We got this on top of the Man City juggernaut. Yeah, let me just get the Maggies ready for post-match. I'll just get the Maggies ready. Forget it. If Palmer scored, bro, I just want a goal. I'll be real. It could be Palmer, it could be Sterling, it could be fucking Sanchez in the 96th minute off a header. Just put the ball in the net, genuinely. It could be an own goal. It could be a Cover own goal or something. I don't care. Yeah, just could be anything. Could be anything. But a win against City would do so much for confidence. It would do a lot. But the main thing for me is get through this run and get through the next run. Show me that we can consistently break down low blocks. Then, cool. I'm there. Yeah, I will be at the game on Sunday. There will be a video review coming out after the game. I will be going live on this channel at about 8 p.m. But for the watch along, you guys already know Jimmy Spliff TV in the description. Head over there, subscribe now. I think he's very close to 800 subs, so we can get him there today. And that will be the hub for the watch alongs, people. You guys know a Jimmy Spliff fucking watch along is going to be chaos anyway. So there is your content. We just need to get through City and Newcastle. If we can get 4 points, I'll go as far as... I already think we can get top 4. I already think we can do that. But I need to see the low blocks first. Once we can pattern that, then cool. Cool. Oh, he's on the road to 900. Yeah, get him to 900. Get him to 900. That should be on a K already. Oh, yeah, and the Discord stream. Joey will have the stream up on Discord. And that is the perfect way for me to segue to dropping the Discord in the chat. Where is it? Anybody who wants to watch the Discord... What the move? There we go. Anybody who wants to watch with everybody on the Discord, boom. It's right there. But yeah, link is about to go out to the panel. So to everybody watching on Twitter, this stream is about to end. Click on my name, click on the bio, head on to the YouTube, and we'll continue the stream here with the panel. But to everybody watching on YouTube, it's been real and peace. Well, how many people are even watching? I can't even see. But yeah, big up, we out. Yeah, so yeah, we're done with the Twitter stream now. And yeah, let's send the link out. Daps will be here sometime. He'll be here sometime. He's just finishing work. But yeah, this shit is... We wing this shit anyway, so it's all good. Oh, yeah. Hate-alongs tomorrow, people. We've got Wolves versus Tottenham. I cannot wait for that game. I cannot wait. I'm going to be dropping Lo Celso and Eric Dyer in the lineup again. It was going to be sensational viewing. And then it's United v Luton and Arsenal v Burnley. There's a potential for a lot of embarrassments. I cannot wait. So keep a lookout for the hate-alongs. We will be back. But yeah, link is going out. So bear with me for a little sec while I send the link out. And big up to everybody that's still here, because I had to push the stream back by now. So love to all of you. Oh, fuck. I need to switch the Discord off now. It's just going to keep beeping. Yeah, let me exit out of Discord. because that's just going to start getting long. Come on, Insta. There we go. Okay, yeah, we got it. What the fuck? Fucking hell, the amount of Arsenal fans crying in my message requests. These men have been messaging me for weeks and they just been getting aired. That's a you problem. That is a straight you problem. You can hold that, you bastards. Right, big up everybody. What are we saying?
All good, all good. How are we all doing?
All good. Feel any optimism for the game tomorrow? Well,
Yeah,
Sunday.
why not? Why not, innit? Just go for it on Sunday. We've got nothing to lose. Why
You know
not,
where we could get the victory from, because I'm just thinking moments of magic, defensive error, capitalize, because they will make a mistake.
Yeah, 100%. Simple as that.
I want to say what I say for most of the big games. We are going to play well. We're going to get chances. Is it going to be, are we going to get breaks? Are we going to get a penalty or something to help us out? Because these guys are going to miss chances, bro. Like, the game's going to start well, and we're going to get chances to score. But they're going to miss, and it's going to, like right now, no one has any hope. And then the game plays out, and then because of as many chances that we're going to create, you're like, fuck, we could have taken a draw, or we could have won. But that's just how these guys are being young, man. It's going to be a good game. I'm hoping for a draw. I think we can get a draw. I'm not going to lie. I think we can. I think it's going to be a good game. I think we get a draw. 2-2, man. Let's go. 2-2.
Hey, give me a boring 0-0. I don't mind. Saying 90 minutes without no goals. 100% I'll take that.
I'll take the result. I think that'll give a lot of confidence. But I think I just hope it's not a painful one where we do play well, which we are, and then we lose like a 1-0. Like every time we've lost to these guys, except for the 4-1 Capital One Cup or something, it's been like them scoring a random goal, right? Jesus, the deflection goal, KDB in the 78th minute, the banger from like distance. That's usually how they like beat us. It's by a random banger after we have a really close and good game. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good game, man. I don't know the result though. Hoping for a draw.
Oh, honestly, did City have anyone that missed? Any injuries list or something?
Just John Stones, I think.
No one asked you.
Bruh. Always on to Steve, bro. So sorry, what were you saying, man?
I said anyone on the injury list.
Stones, Bruyne, fucking Akanji. That's about it.
Yo, Frater, what the fuck, man?
You're always on to Steve.
I think no one asked you. He's a Newcastle fan.
He's on the stream, bro.
I asked a Chelsea fan too.
He didn't give me an opinion.
He was like a football fan. He's just there.
You asked the question and I answered it. Stones, De Bruyne, Sergio Gomez, and Manuel Akanji is up. There you go.
Yo, big up Frater, man. It's funny, bro.
Fucking hell, bruv.
I'm not talking to you. What the hell?
Hey, game's a game, Daniel. It is what it is.
It's messed up, man. It's messed up. Hey, Nkunku almost back, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited.
Hey, big up the Montreal hoodie, man. Big up. Big up Dewey with the Montreal hoodie.
Mid-table bad man. Get out of here, man.
That's what we are, yo.
Nah, you violate my club, man. Come on, man. We get top 3, man. We get top 3. Fuck that. I'm on the train now. They convinced me, bro.
Yo, listen. I'm out of the stage of denial, man. I'm in the reality of
Kanji's back.
Kanji's back.
Nah. They convinced me, bro. Listen, we getting top 4, top 5, man. You gotta be positive, man.
I don't see it, bro. We need a striker.
What happened with Akanji?
We need a
You
back.
telling me Jackson? You telling me
Yeah.
Jackson not in? Could have hat trick.
Guardiola
Jackson-
says Akanji is okay for Sunday after he felt something in his back. Stones is out and KDB's still off. So yeah, Akanji is back.
All right, cool.
With this manager, Daniel, we need a bagsman. With this manager.
Hey, let's just hope Jackson builds on his hat trick against Tottenham.
Yeah.
That'll be
Because
the main thing.
I see
True.
I see Poch did some calling out. So I just hope he keep that same energy. He kind of called Jackson out.
What did he do?
It's cool.
Oh, what, the Jackson quotes?
Huh?
Were you talking about the quotes he had on Jackson earlier?
Yeah, he called him out. And that's, I don't think that's a crime, but you better keep that same fucking energy. When somebody else don't play well, call them out. If you're not going to do it to every player, don't do it selectively. That's my only thing. And it's not only Jackson. This is me starting to see a pattern with him. It's like a blame game. Because right now, let me tell you what Poch is doing that's very dangerous and y'all don't see it. He's putting pressure on a fucking player who's just coming off an injury. Oh, Nkunku. So now all these versions expect Nkunku to come in and score 20 goals in the first 20 minutes. Trust me. If Nkunku have some regular games, people are going to lose their mind. Watch and see. Just regular game. Like if he have a regular game, yeah, watch what happens.
Listen, I don't think that I would agree with you. I don't think the Nkunku thing is fair on him to like, because basically the noise from the club, from the PR is, once this guy comes back, all these minor problems we have are all done, right? That's not fair. I think he's going to help a lot because I do believe he's a world-class player. However, you can't put everything on, preseason was good and then he got injured. We don't know what to do. Then Nazar comes out and says, when he comes back, it's going to look different. When Matt comes out and says the exact same thing, they all come out and say the exact same thing, which is what the club is feeding them, obviously. But I don't think it's fair enough to like a guy who's been injured, hasn't even played a competitive game for Chelsea yet. He's the one who has to come in. Listen, the fans are doing the same thing to Lavia. Oh, the midfield isn't quite 100%. Matches, wait till Lavia comes in and he's going to be the one. Bro, this kid is 19 still, isn't he? Or 20? He's
19. He's 19.
He's 19. So this 19-year-old is going to come in and fix all the problems that Poch hasn't fixed yet, right? Nah.
100. Like
It's also
It's also gaining that confidence as well for them.
Hey, you can give confidence all you want, but we saw how Caicedo started. It was rough for him. And now he's starting to. But you think Lavia is not going to start a little rough?
Bro, he doesn't start in our best team. When everyone's fit, he doesn't start.
Exactly.
He shouldn't start. He shouldn't.
No. Regardless of whether he should or not, he doesn't. Like, bro, we're not changing the midfield. The midfield, when everyone's fit, should be and is Enzo, Caicedo, and Nkunku. If one of those three drops out, then you're looking at why the fuck did you buy them? Like, why did you spend like nearly 300 million on those three if they're not starting every game?
But here's what it is, Scott. He has a way that he's going to fit all those guys on the team, and still, and then it'll be a conversation of Gallagher or Lavia. Trust me, he's going to play Nkunku off the left or some shit. You know what I mean? He's going to play Sterling. I don't know what he's going to figure it out. Where we're still going to ask those questions like, who should play in midfield? Should Palmer be the one? Should this guy? He's a weird guy, bro. I don't know what he's going to do.
He's not fucking up.
Why don't he try like 2 8s, 1 left and 1 right, then 6 Lavia for 6?
Where does Nkunku play then?
Off the left.
There'll be some game we bought a guy that's either a 10 or a number 9 to play him off the left.
Makes no sense.
No, he's not going to do
that. Okay, hold on. To be fair, and I don't know if it's just the transfer market just bullshitting, but it did say he played off the left in a 4-2-3-1 a whole lot, right? So I don't know if like I'm not saying it's completely foreign for him because he did do that and Olmo was playing 10.
Yeah, but he don't. If you watch Nkunku play off the left, whole different player. He's not.
No, he's a goal. He is a goal. He's a goal scorer. He's a finisher. He's an attack, but he can do that. He can do that off the left. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen him. Yeah, Daniel. I'll back you up on that. Yeah. I've seen him.
I'm not saying I saw with my own eyes. I'm just saying I know Olmo plays 10 a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So,
hold on, Steve. Wait, Steve. Hold on. Wait. Why pigeonhole him in to the left? For who? For who? We don't have nobody good enough to put Nkunku to the left. There's not a player on our team that's good enough to say.
Hold on, Jimmy. Hold on. What if you want to get Palmer minutes as number 10? Then you play Nkunku off the left, no?
But Palmer can play on. You can play them both at a position that where they're still just as strong. You don't have to sacrifice. There's no need. You play on Nkunku at that team, Palmer on the right. But
remember, okay. Picture this, right? Remember earlier in the preseason when Jackson and Nkunku were playing. Nkunku was basically playing 10, but he was He was higher up and was making those runs above Jackson, and then Jackson was drifting left. So I'm saying, like, even so, if he's going to play that way, where he's the one finding those pockets and driving through and blah blah blah, you could still play Palmer as the number 10. We know Palmer's passing is really, really good. You know what I mean? I haven't seen Nkunku's passing to that level. I've mainly seen him with his finishing and final box passing, but I think it could make sense where you have Sterling off the right, Palmer 10, and Nkunku, you know what I mean? Nkunku off the left. It could work. I think it could work, bro. I'll just be honest. I think it could.
Nkunku play the left. I don't like Nkunku playing off the left wing.
He plays but you see Nkunku play the left without a number 10, though.
Yeah, but I'd rather, if we doing that, if we putting Nkunku to the left, I want to keep it on some desperate, like, okay, we need a goal. Not like we starting a game on Nkunku's playing on the left. No.
You know what I'm thinking that?
Jimmy,
I'm thinking that.
Huge injury crisis on your left wing. That's the only reason why you would start him, right? In that left wing. Let's say a bunch of your left wingers were injured.
Yeah,
that's also a point I was going to bring up with all of this. So we're talking about, now I'm not even saying like he's good or he's had a good season so far, I think, like, or he's going to become great. So now Mudrik's just our third choice left winger then at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Even that. We got Mudrik going now. Let's keep that going. We got
so then you're coming back to a point I just made about the midfield. If you spent 60 mil on this guy to be your third choice left winger, like
that's what I'm saying. Hold on, you're not. It's the exact same thing. Mudrik and Lavia are in the same position, right? Is that if you don't give one enough time, it's like, why did you spend 65 million or 60 million on either of them? But the problem is, I've just from what I've seen from this Potts guy, he likes two defensive players in his midfield at all times, right? Whether it's Gallagher and Caicedo, Ugo Chukwu and Caicedo, whoever, he doesn't see Enzo that way. So he's not going to drop Enzo, but I see him more than likely either keep playing Gallagher there, or when Lavia comes in, Lavia takes over. So because he just, from what I've seen from him, but at this point, he could have played Palmer's number 10. He could have played Palmer 10 with a double pivot of Enzo and Caicedo. He ain't done it yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if Potts tried something like a 3-4-1-2. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried something like that because he did it at PSG. What?
Yeah, he did it at PSG because none of the front three pressed. That's why he did it at PSG.
Yeah, that niggas don't press, bro.
He had to alleviate the problem.
And also the fact
that niggas is walking, bro. Looking at him in the eye like, I'm not pressing. You press.
Chilling up front, like,
I'm not pressing. You press, bro. Like, you press.
He also did it at PSG.
Our players are pressing right now in the front. They're pressing.
Also, like, There's a thing I want to go back to of what Daniel said, where it's like about
end of the month, Alex.
Oh, okay.
The thing I want to go back and talk about Nkunku is you go to preseason. I wouldn't even say Nkunku was such a key part of us in preseason in terms of the way we played.
He was decent though. I mean,
no, I'm not saying he was bad, but my point is like he wasn't. It wasn't like everything went through him.
It was the finishing. It was the finishing that was the.
So that's what I'm saying. Like even when he comes back, why does that change how we play? Like. I'm so confused.
Why would it change the system?
Yeah, I got a lot of faith in this manager that I don't. I just don't.
You know what? What Daniel said earlier as well is all it means. Like the reason why, especially fans, are putting so much on Nkunku is because they would then, if it goes wrong with Nkunku in the team, they finally have to admit what you, me, and a few others have been admitting. It's down to the manager. Like you can say what you want. If Nkunku fails, they have to admit they were wrong about the manager. That's what it comes down to, and they can't do that yet. That's all it comes down to. He's their last resort. Him and Lavia are the last resorts because when they come back, it's got to work. It's got to work because everyone's fit. Because if it don't, there's one person to point at.
Only one left.
I don't understand.
Not the board.
Yes, Daps.
Yeah, go on, Daps.
I was just going to say, you can blame the manager, but a lot of the signings aren't. Are we saying every single signing at your club's the manager?
No.
So at the moment, I feel like that I'm watching the Brentford game. Yeah, there was a point where I think the commentators, and I know the commentators are only the commentators, but they said, at one point they said, can Cole Palmer do anything? Like everyone was looking at Cole Palmer to come up with something. Then it was, can Gallagher do anything? And I'm thinking, hold on a minute. This club, and by the way, listen, spend as much money as you want. I'm a City fan, so I'm not against spending, but it's like, hold on, all this money spent, and you're looking at fucking Gallagher, who came through your academy, and Cole Palmer, who cost 45 million, as your game changers. And I just think someone at the club, and I don't think it's Pochettino, but someone at the club has not spent wisely. Like, even when Nkunku comes back, like, where like, there's no game changers in your £1 billion spent, really, is there? Really and truly. Nkunku is, Nkunku is 100%. But apart from that, the money's been spent badly going forward. I'm not saying I'm not saying like in the DM role and all of that, but going forward, I think the money's been spent badly, and I don't think that's Pochettino.
I think the person. I think
Enzo can be as well. I think Enzo can be. I think the game he had versus Liverpool, right? I haven't seen that kind of game this whole season. But when he has that game, he can also change the game. So but Nkunku is the experienced, more consistent guy. I think that's why everybody's looking to him like, fuck, we need this guy back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he comes back, it might not change the way we play, but I think in people's minds, he scores these goals, these guys are missing, he finishes this and that, which I don't think is fair. I don't think that's fair.
Let me ask you, do you lot think, because you know your club, I don't really know it like that, do you lot think that a lot of your transfers have been Pochettino signings, or do you think very few of them have been?
I think all of them. I think all of them have been the board, but with Pochettino's. I think all of them have been the board, but I think all of them have been the boards, but with Pochettino like having some level of input in terms of how it's going to fit. But where I do put blame on the board and with owners comes back to the manager. What we just spoke about with Enzo, like the fact we have to have that conversation about how Enzo may not start because he's not defensively good enough to work in a Pochettino system shows me that you weren't thinking when you brought this manager in, because that's £100 million player you got there. That was meant to be the centerpiece of your midfield, and now we're talking about he might not start in this team because he's not defensively sound enough to play in a Poch system. Now that's negligence in terms of why have you brought a manager in that doesn't fit with the centerpiece you brought in January. That's where I blame them. That's why I put blame on the owners in terms of their managerial appointments have been shit. They've been dreadful. Yeah, that's the main area of concern I have with them.
I think with Potter though, we knew he was going to be probably good because of his record, right? And you can't blame them on that.
I don't think anybody understands what the actual transfer market has been, and I keep seeing.
Oh, it's Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Daps. You can do two things at once, can you? But,
listen, I can watch porn and wank at the same time. That's something I can do.
Well,
Hello.
No, for sure. Don't support that, man. Come on.
Anyway. Of course he supports it. Come on, man.
Don't support that, bro.
You see, somebody opens the window and two doors are opened after that. But my point is about the whole billion. I mean, you keep screaming Chelsea spent $1 billion. I don't know, Daps, you're not the one because like you shouldn't be the one that moved City. But every time we keep saying the billion, the one misinformation, like it's a freaking CNN. We spent $1 billion not on starting 11. When you're gonna tell me that we spent $1 billion on starting 11, then we can talk. But we didn't. But everybody keeps bringing billion.
Come on.
No,
Come on. There's no. Oh, it's listen. This is a Manchester City and Chelsea conversation. We don't even need to talk about all
That's
of that.
what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like,
I don't. Come on, you've got to admit, going forwards, it doesn't at the moment. Do you think, from a business point of view, I think the money probably has been spent well, because I think long term you'll make money off of a lot of these.
Yes.
But in the here and now, some of the signings look a bit questionable.
Look. What Chelsea did. What Chelsea? Hold on. No. Hold on a second. Let me finish. What Chelsea did is, when City got bought by them, City adopted stuff from Chelsea, and it made it some things better. What then Abramovich did, something that he adopted from Chelsea, and did it better. And the third thing, again, when City did it, they improved with multi-club system. Chelsea adopted that from City. My point is about the whole situation. When Chelsea did what they did, my point is owners think that spending money for the youth and the starting 11 at the same time is wrong. I thought they should have build the starting 11, and the youth will be easier to, how you say, word seduce is bad word, but what's the how you invite, like you invite to the club, attract. You know, if your first team is successful, the youngsters will like to join academy. This is what Abramovich did. We didn't have an academy. One thing Abramovich knew, that we need to build academy like Barcelona. He didn't build academy from the day he got there. He built the respectful starting 11, and we dominated. And then he invested in academy. Do you see what I'm saying? But with his ownership, we sold a lot of the academy players, by the way, and we replaced them supposedly with the better academy players. But that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it's two separate things when Chelsea did. That's all it is. But starting 11 is far from be a starting 11. That's my point. We have a team that's far away from the starting 11. Far away.
But the point. Okay, hold on, Alex. I think you guys are agreeing almost.
Yeah,
right?
I agree with you.
In that, we spent $1 billion, but just take the midfield for example, right? It's not even $1 billion, but we spent all this money, right? But even then, look at the midfield. You get in Casadai, Chukwuemeka, Ugochukwu, Santos, right? Enzo, Caicedo. This is 6 guys under 21. Oh, Lavia. Sorry, that's 7 guys under 21, right? It's too much of something. They went too far. If they got, let's say, Santos and Chukwuemeka. I forgot him, and Chukwuemeka. And then you signed whoever your main players were. You developed those 2. Or maybe you have one more where you're just developing for money. That's cool. But going as far as you do, where it's it's 8 players. Because I forgot one, Chukwuemeka. It's 8 players now that you have.
There's actually more. There's players still on loan right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, the one I can even remember that we spent money on is that much, where it's you could have, the 27 million you spent on Ugochukwu, he's cool, but he's 19. You could have spent that on a more experienced guy for now, right? Or you could have gotten Brozovic. We were offered Brozovic, and we said no.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, but that's still spending money. That's still spending money poorly, though.
Ownership is slightly wrong. Like I said, it's the timing thing.
They went too far. Yeah.
Yes, I think.
Alex, did you see? Sorry to interrupt. Did you see the report come out about the Brazilian they're looking to sign from Corinthians for 25 mil? That's one where I look at.
Is it?
No, it's not Andre. It's a guy called, I can't remember his name. I could go and find it.
I'll look it up.
Someone or other. He's a midfielder. I think he's a midfielder as well. And it's bro, at this point, that's what 9-10 midfielder. Cool, but it's still 25 mil.
Remember, I think you keep forgetting one thing that I told you a long time ago. That what's going on with the Chelsea recruitment. I think they start to looking at as the age, graduation, college system, recruiting part. For example, if your quarterback is getting graduation from college at that specific age. You need the replacement, so you're looking for the kid that has high potential. By the time he gets older, he's going to be on the same thing. I think that's kind of thing is literally happening in front of our eyes, but nobody pays attention. By the way, loan system did not go away. Overseas loan system went away, and it still didn't away massively. We still have to generate money. Loan system is going to be major because we're not stopping buying the clubs either.
No, but Alex, the problem with that is it's hit or miss, right? Loaning doesn't solve the problem because you have to loan them, they have to play, then you make the money, right?
We're saying
the reality is with Santos, Porto wanted Santos. They couldn't get Santos because we already filled our loan spots for all those players. So we had to send him to Nottingham Forest, which was in England, but who had like 25 center mids. If he went on loan to Porto and he was playing every game, which he would have, we'll probably make 45, 50 off him.
Look. I think Santos did not supposed to go on loan.
Made a new signing.
I think Santos did not meant to go on loan. This is my theory. I don't think it was. I don't think Lavia was never on Chelsea's list to buy. Like way on the list.
He was talking about
No. I'm saying we wanted to buy him, but we are when the Caicedo and Lavia, when Caicedo is supposed to go to us and Lavia is supposed to go to Liverpool, I don't think it was much beef between that. I think the minute that whole thing started, we want this Lavia buy was punch in the Red Sox owner's face for even doing what he did to Chelsea ownership. I didn't think we're going for Lavia like Liverpool was going all summer, because don't forget Liverpool was going for him all summer too.
Yeah, Chelsea I think that's an added bonus. Like it's an added bonus to slap Liverpool in the face. But I think Joe Shields wanted Lavia, and he wanted him. We made a listen. Romano told us, bro. I think it was Matt Law or Romano told us last summer we made a 50 million bid for him before he even made a single appearance. So we've been wanting this kid for a while, right? My problem is like you can't develop all these guys to make this money and all this shit that you want to do if you have too many of them. You gotta, that like I'm not saying don't do it, but there has to be a limit. There has to be a number you're looking for.
That is just to say that it can't work. That's my only problem. You can't say that you can't when it ain't even fucking started. They literally
it has started, bro.
Y'all like that's the only thing that be killing me. Y'all like, oh, you can't. I'm like, yo, they just started it. You can't say whether it's not gonna. You can't say it's not gonna work because then you have to tell who did it and it didn't work.
The biggest problem with the whole thing?
Who did it and it didn't work? Like the way y'all talk.
You know what's the biggest problem with that?
No. We've seen people do it. No, hold on. But when we look at these smaller clubs, right? Like the clubs that actually, like this is what they do. No. I'm not saying smaller as in all the way down. I'm talking about a Leipzig. I'm talking about Dortmund, right? This is their bread and butter, right? They have one or two key ones where it's like we're gonna develop this one. He's gonna make us the 100 mil. Sancho, Bellingham, Haaland. You know what I'm saying? And Pulisic prior to that. Like every year, there's one guy who is usually that guy. It's not 2, 3, 4, right? A lot of the other guys they have, some make it, some don't. We don't know if Nkunku is going to end up being the 90 million player they thought he was. He might be. There's a few of them that's like, yeah, neither here nor there. It's usually one or two that ends up giving you that kind of money or giving you what you really need to make. Otherwise, you're making 5 million profit.
The only thing that Chelsea has in midfield that's 100% not movable, it's Caicedo and Enzo. Those two not moving from starting 11. I can tell you for a fact. The rest of them, that's why we have a loan system, and that's why we buy in the clubs. Because if we buy in the clubs overseas, the loan system does not work. That's the only difference between Chelsea before and Chelsea now. That's the only thing. Because if loan system did not change, there's no need for Chelsea to buy other clubs. That's number one. Number two, the biggest problem with Chelsea, what I see right now, the age difference between the quality youngsters are the same.
Alex, it's
they are. What?
It's the age policy, right? That they signed. like under 25-ish.
No. I don't. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for example, if like all the midfielders that we have right now, the problem is for us to. Everybody thinks that we're supposed to get them and start in 11. Those midfielders. It's not. One big problem is everybody's going to fight against Enzo and Caicedo due to the bill, due to the price and quality. Like let's say more investment in them, but the problem is I see those players at the same age. They're going to be looking for the somewhere more stable teams. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's in the Chelsea's favor because they are kind of like the same age group. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't think
Santos knows
the class. If there's a separation in class, the age won't matter.
Of course. No, Jimmy.
No, my point being this: we paid 100 against everybody know against what I fucking said. We paid 100-something million for Caicedo and 100-something million for Enzo. There's no way on no fucking planet you would think anybody else we sign, I don't care, same age, older, and could be looking forward to play in front of them. Period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Period. So I don't care that they near an age. That shit don't even matter to me. It should, for the amount of money we pay for Caicedo and Enzo, they should show that they're a level above Ugochukwu, Lavia, all of them. Like
I'm not talking about them.
We shouldn't have to squint. It should be a level. Now,
I agree.
If they come up and go up a level and stay right close to their heels, that's good for us. But I expect to see a level from Caicedo and Enzo, and then the other two say, you know what, we got to step up to reach that. So I don't even mind that they age is
close. My whole thing was about those two. You can even see now that there is a big gap between him and Caicedo, Enzo, and the rest of them. You can see it. Yeah. So now it doesn't matter. Let's remove those two. What I'm saying is about the second wave. For example, injury. For example, substitution. Those youngsters are gonna have to actually fight for that second spot. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have to fight for the second spot. What I'm saying is, it's too many of them at the same age group to fight for just one spot on the bench or two spots on the bench. Yeah, that's my point.
But you got at the same time.
You got Chukwuemeka and Ugochukwu as well fighting in that position.
Chukwuemeka is not fighting in that position. Ugochukwu is the only one.
It's Chukwuemeka and Pump.
No way I want that fraud in the base of the.
Yo, why is he a fraud? He's not a fraud.
Because no. Because I watched him play deep and he's losing the ball. I want him play.
He's bashing him for something he's not in position that he's not.
Jimmy, did you just met me? Did you just met me?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like, you bash like that fraud. I'm like, whoa, we know he's not a fucking 6. And he's not an 8. We know this.
Yes. He's a fraud in the 6. He's a fraud in the 6. I want him play higher.
Yeah, he has to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree
with
you.
Jimmy, the point is, if we're trying to sign a guy for 25 million at 17 years old, right? To make profit off him, we would have to make. I think we'd have to make 40 or double that. But the kid needs to play.
What kind of math is that?
Yeah, but you don't have to make double.
But if you sell it for
you better not. Come on, man.
Fatur, relax.
Now, hold on a second. Fatur,
I didn't curse his family like you. I said relax. I said calm down. I didn't call him all names. So it's not the same thing, okay?
After 2-3 times in a row, you will be calling him names. You will be.
You will.
Once he gets there, Fatur knows he needs me on his side, man. He's not gonna do that.
What I'm saying is like,
I'm the only one, bro.
Okay.
People think that the profit means Chelsea, like the whole club, like for example, for the Todd Bowley. They don't look at the profit 5 million or 10 million from player. That's not a profit for them. That's a revenue. Profit, it's when the 4 billion club becomes 10 billion club. That's a profit for the owners. So when you're telling me 20 million player and we're going to sell it, no, it just makes revenue for Chelsea. One thing people forget, that's when you sell a young player, that you bought for 25 and you sold them, let's say he didn't succeed, but you sold them from your books because technically he's a Chelsea youngster. So when you're selling him when he's 20 for the same amount of money, that thing gets FFP doubles. That's what we're looking for. So they keep spending money, spending money. It's not about the profit, immediate profit. It's about the loan system. It's about how much credit they can get from the to buy another players. They just want revenue. They just want
No. See, I get what you're saying, how it plays out on that on the books for that year, right? Once they sell that young player who has been there for a couple of years and now qualifies as a Chelsea youth, they're getting like capped, right? If you sell it for 30 million, that 30 million is on your books for that summer, right? But your amortization for the fee that you spent is still on your books. That fee is still going to be there.
No, Daniel, no. It's not because he's not 18. He's not obligated by contract in UK. He's not eligible to work. So no.
No, we're only signing 18, like the 18-year-olds. Like Payet can't come here until he's 18.
You can sign the pre-contract. Everybody can sign the pre-contract. It's not a professional for the. It's a different. You can like how they signed the 14.
The guys we signed were over 18. Does that answer what you're saying? The guys we signed, like we're talking about Andre Santos, Chukwuemeka, Casadei.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
So for them, it applies. So for all those guys, those are who I'm talking about. I don't really care about Whisper. What's his name? Whisper.
Duan Whisper Jones.
Big up to him. You know what I mean? Payet, big up to him. Like those guys, they're like 17, 16. You know what I mean? It's different. But when you sign an over 18-year-old for 25 billion, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like these guys that they've signed, like Chukwuemeka and these guys, they're already there. So because of how the loan system is fucked up, where it's like a limit now, you can't send
Yes,
Santos
you can.
Guys on loan.
No,
you can't because
you can to French league that you own the club.
No, you can't.
Limit on that.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
You can send
You
3
can?
there.
No, you
can
can't.
send 3.
No, you can't.
That's what I heard. You can send some.
They still count in the 8 players you can send, and they still count in the 8 players that you can send out in terms of the European loans.
That's what I was trying to say. It's not like a free hit.
I thought it was more.
No, it's
what you can do is you can have them buy those players off you, and then you still, you know what I mean? Like technically, you still own the player. That's the best you can do, right? Because in your books overall, it's still going to come back to you, but you can't loan them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we would have loved to loan Santos to fucking Porto or some shit.
Yeah. That's the reason.
Would have loved that, but we couldn't.
Santos go out of. That's why he couldn't go out.
Somebody can Google it. Somebody can Google how. Like
that's why Ugo couldn't go out. Like
private chat about the new logo. Yeah.
Because remember, Leslie wasn't supposed to stay in the team.
I actually I want to know how many for example I was not talking about the current team Chelsea 18 years old that we already got it. I'm talking about the kids that not even 18 and they stay overseas.
The super chat 5 times the stream. To 20.
500. I dare you.
Yeah, it's 20 fake rubles.
Except for Daps. Daps is exempt when he returns.
Let's see if he can drive though.
Oh yeah, he should be fine. God willing.
I actually want to know because I want to know. We're gonna ask the way City, how many kids they send on their club to their clubs to play for them, like
Girona, Melbourne City.
I want to know exactly.
Qua in France.
I can have
or let me go check.
City sell these guys.
Yeah, they also use.
I dare you.
They're smart in that they have their club buy these guys from them, and then they sell them to other clubs and just have a buyback. That's like their main strategy. Like we're gonna make the profit now, and if you're good enough, then we'll buy you back. But
see, I'm glad that we're not buying a lot of clubs in I want to buy a club with a decent league. You know what I'm saying? Like Portugal
looking
league
for a Portuguese club as well.
Yeah, we're buying a Portuguese club.
Yeah,
Portugal and France is
really good.
They want Portuguese.
Portugal and France is it's the biggest. It's actually the quickest way to transition.
Yeah, you pick up an MLS club, or
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Of course.
There's talent everywhere. There's talent.
There's a lot of talent coming out there. A lot of money in it now.
That's why.
A lot of
That's why City.
Alex, you know this.
Japan, in the MLS, they have one in Uruguay. They have 10
New
clubs.
York is City.
They have a lot of talent, though.
What talent did City got from MLS? Please tell me. They already had like 3 years over there.
No, Alex, you're missing the point entirely.
New York City FC, though, didn't they?
Yeah, tell me one name for tour. No, hold on, Scott. Let me ask Ferrari guy.
I just said the group, isn't it? Like New York City group, isn't it?
Okay.
Jack Harrison. No. So Man City bought him cheap, loaned him to New York City FC. He did well. And then I believe it was something like he went back to Man City, went on a loan to Leeds, and then Leeds bought him. And they made a profit.
So he came through the
Jack Harrison was a college. Yeah, Jack Harrison was college.
So what are we really talking about here? MLS players are not better than playing Europe?
No. What I'm saying, the more money that goes into the MLS. If people don't understand this, the reason why like the football players in the US aren't that good is because money hasn't been put in. That's just it. Like the US has the most diverse population in the fucking world. If they focused on football, it'll be the best. So
that's a big if.
It'll be smart for you to just put some money into it.
Okay, you convinced me. Maybe we should buy some Charlotte
as an investment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a random.
It's not even about the money. It's about
San Diego and some shit, man. Come on, man.
I know San Diego. Well, it's too far.
All that time, guys.
Yeah.
By the beach, man. By the beach, bro. Come on, man.
Definitely nobody on the West Coast. Those
like next to Mexico, bro. Come on.
You're only gonna find skateboarders over there.
Come on, man.
Full of talent too. I don't know if y'all know, Mexico full of talent. They just got shit coaches.
That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
No, Jimmy. The thing that Mexican, the thing that
Tijuana, like it's right there next to Tijuana. Just have them come over.
Yeah.
The thing that hampers.
I'll run it for Chelsea. Listen, I'm right there. I run the whole thing. Come on, man. Papa Chelsea. I run the whole thing.
Rapper fucking Charles, lads.
Anyway, so are we gonna talk about the game or are we just gonna?
Yeah, get the.
Nah, let's not talk about the game.
Yeah,
we
can. Can I suggest?
Let's all beef.
Can I suggest two things that I've like for next game? We'll see what if you agree with me or not. Like for example,
if you say bench Jackson, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Hit me with your best shot.
No.
If you say bench Jackson,
No, I actually the only two players it needs to be started. I think it's what's his name? Cucurella needs to be, and if what's his name? Yeah.
I don't want to see Koval, man. No.
I want Sterling on the right instead with James instead of what on the left.
I feel like
Palmer in the middle, isn't he? Palmer in the middle.
Palmer did
James got to deal with Nkunku.
Gallagher's going to start.
Gallagher's going to start, yeah.
He gonna have his hands full going defensively.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want the reason why I want Sterling on the right is because I think what's the right back for City. I think he knows Sterling too well. He can defend him at the left side.
Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker can put him in the pocket.
That son of a bitch! What a defender!
Yeah. Kyle Walker. Yeah. So for me, the reason why I think that it's just for that. If we go with Jackson, it should be Jackson and Sterling and Palmer between them, like not forward, like a kind of diamond midfield, like you know what I'm saying. Palmer should be 10. If Jackson on the bench. I want what's his name? Palmer on the right. What's his name?
Sterling. Jackson.
Hamza. What's Professor
No.
Hamza?
If Jackson is benched,
well, I'm going to be live with
Palmer to be false 9. Palmer to be false 9, and if Ukrainian Bolt is going to play, I want them to reverse sometimes. To not be on the same thing. That's the only thing I actually want.
Give something to think about.
Give him something to think.
Walker would eat Mudryk food. Y'all gotta cut it out. Stop it. Walker.
No. It's not about that. It's about
comments. The comments. Not you. The comments.
What I'm saying is like What I'm saying is, not Sterling. Kyle Walker can neutralize Ukrainian ball.
Yeah, hell yeah, he can neutralize the best of them. I wouldn't even.
It's no disrespect to Walker. It's Walker is going to respect Mudryk's space. Walker is going to respect Mudryk's space. He did it when played against Ukraine. He neutralized them. But the problem is, it left more opening on the other side, what can be exploited if you don't use, because Walker really gifted defender. If you don't make him busy, he will defend and he will attack. He's that good of the player.
Right.
I respect him. That's why I want for him to do something, to be occupied, to be busy with somebody else.
You might as well put Sterling on the left and for against Walker. I just think we need Palmer on the right with Doku.
Mudryk did not play well against Walker.
Palmer can play on either side.
Yeah.
Palmer can actually play, on either side.
I remember when he played against us at Etihad, he played on the left.
Why are we going back to doing this thing again? We literally talked about it earlier. Just where's Palmer played this season? Where's he been at his best?
Right.
Cool, they're playing on the right.
That's what I'm saying.
I actually think he played false 9 against Arsenal is the best.
No. Jackson's starting. He scored a hat-trick. Jackson's starting. Well, then Palmer's going on the right because we know Gallagher's playing 10. Like, let's stop all this nonsense about like trying to move this piece everywhere, try and do like some physics.
Did you, Scott? Did you hear me before? I said I'll just throw your ideas. That's all it is. You don't have to shoot me down and
that's fair. It's more just of the like. It's just this idea of we need to like. Then everyone else like says, "Oh, we need to maybe move Palmer." It's like, no, just like I understand. Like that's how your brain works. And you like throwing out ideas and whatnot. I understand. It's more just of like this. It's the same thing we were doing earlier with the Nkunku thing. It's more the same thing we're doing earlier with Nkunku. Like trying to work out a million different ways to like complicate everything. Yeah, a million different ways to complicate everything.
So are we
manager?
Caldwell our left back again?
No.
Jimmy, I'll be 100% honest.
Scott, the thing is, you're saying you don't trust the manager. That's why I'm giving options. You see what I'm saying? But you shut me down and you went with the same thing the manager does. So I kind of
probably do that.
What I'm expecting.
So is that what you expected, or you think that my idea is bad? That's my point.
I'll be real. I think some of it's bad anyway. Like the diamond midfield thing. Just no. I just think some of it's bad. But yeah, like I think, as I said, I think some of it's bad, but I think some of it also comes down to just this like we know this manager. Like we can debate about like earlier on in the season I would have done this thing with you where like we debate, oh maybe this guy can play there, and like when some of the other players come out like Nkunku, I can do that. Like it's this manager. We've talked about until we're blue in the face about how now Cucurella is here, he's got that left back sorted, and it literally took him one game for him to revert back to Cole left back. Took him 45 minutes to see it's not fucking working, he's playing like shit, and tried to revert back. And guess what? Cucurella came on, was arguably one of our better players in that Tottenham game.
He's going to start.
This was idea just to see the bounce up top. If it was me, I will bench Enzo.
Oh, wow.
I will block the midfield. I will block Casey. I will put Caseda. I will put Uguchu. What's his name? That Leslie. I will put those two. I will put those two in the base, and the pivot, and like those two should be in the midfield because that's how my brain will. I'll put two defensive minded. Then I will put speed. I will put speed in front of it. It's it.
That's where I'd go. That's why I'd play if I'm Poch in this game, I drop Gallagher, I play Palmer in a 10 and I put Sterling and Mudryk on the wings, and I literally just soak up pressure. And all I'm trying to do is soak up pressure and hit counterattacks. Just tell Jackson.
Yes, that's what
I don't want you dropping deep. All I want is you stay within the width of the 18-yard box. That's all I want to see you. Within the width of the 18-yard box, nowhere else, and just hit counterattacks. You play.
Actually, it's between 18-yard box and the halfway circle. That's
no. I mean in terms of what I'm talking width. So imagine there's an imaginary line from the edge of the 18-yard box to the center circle. I'm talking. I don't want you to see you going out wide. Basically, don't go out wide. You stay in between the where the 18-yard box is and like in that gap. So you're just occupying centre backs. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just go on the counter attack, hit counter attacks. You've got the centre backs who can make the passes. Even with without Enzo, you've got midfielders. Because I actually do like that idea. Like, I like Enzo, but I do quite like that idea. You've got Caicedo who can make the passes. Palmer's obviously good there. Yeah. Just hit counter attacks against this team because the City team.
Caicedo is underrated towards the passing on the width. He is so underrated. If he's a good passer, man. I want him. I want him more than I want Enzo. Everybody knows that. So for me, I don't care what happened to Enzo. But for me, Caicedo is the one that needs to be built the team around. And I want somebody that Enzo is decent around him. I'm not saying Enzo overrated. I'm saying Enzo is.
He's got Enzo.
I mean, the price wise, yes, maybe, but nobody is that price. I see he's highly quality. I see. If you will have somebody beside Blunt Mount beside him, but the caliber of him, not caliber of Caicedo, caliber of Enzo beside him, like Thiago, like the Silva from Manchester City, like what's his name? That guy from Barcelona. What's the freaking name? The guy that from
Gavi, Gundogan.
No, the guy that
Busquets.
Gundogan, somebody like that midfielder, like that guy from Ajax, the midfielder, or whatever he is. De Jong.
Frankie De Jong.
Yes, with one pivot, those two in front of him. Technically, all three of them can defend. This is another thing. De Jong is really underrated defending. What's his name? City's player, midfielder. Underrated as the defensive zone. You keep forgetting that those players can defend. You don't have to be a Mikel at that position because you have Caicedo, but you can have a player with those
attributes. Yeah,
I was watching
Bellingham. Thank you, Bellingham, Enzo, and Caicedo. That's your midfield build.
So also, like, talking about the defensive thing as well, people, and this is the reason why I'm like, you can drop Gallagher and play Palmer as the 10, because like people don't understand when it comes to like defending as well. You don't have to just have energy and run around and shit. Like if you're well coached, like for example, we're talking about City. Who's the guy in the engine room, so to speak, for them that does the dog work, quote unquote, for them?
Rodri.
And
Rodri and Silva.
Nope. It's Bernardo Silva.
Silva.
I've seen Silva play left back for him once.
Who's technically speaking, arguably in the top 3 of their team in terms of technical ability, and he's the guy doing the quote unquote dog work for them.
Tayo, I didn't say that. Stop lying. I didn't say overrated as a player. I said overrated as a money.
But like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so like with the midfield, I agree. Like this maybe would be a game where you could drop Enzo and you could play with Recruitment. But like I said, like, I don't think this manager is smart enough to do that. Like I fully expect us to try and hold possession against this City team, which is just ludicrous.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I don't think City has the team to have a possession like they used to. They don't want possession as much this time.
I also think that Poch will then try and instead of trying to help
blindly, kind of like blindly run into the traps of.
Not even that, just like he's going to get the team to like kind of hold the ball a bit more. And it's like no, just like hit it, almost play direct. Like this is a game where you can kind of play direct, play into the channels. Yeah. You can play the counter attacking. This is the game for it. But I just feel like he's going to go too far into the try and slow the game down, and I just don't think that's going to work.
Yeah.
Alex, I just want to say something real quick. I think you're kind of right in the fact that they don't have possession as much because they brought in a Doku, who is a guy where he could just rip teams apart with the pace dribbling on the counter or whatever. And Grealish, guys, if you haven't noticed, Grealish has taken arguably a step. Like his performances have been like people were saying, "Oh, he's not important to the team."
Okay,
now he's getting even more initiative.
I will do my best thing about tell you how I've been saying this before. I give the players one season if they start badly, and I give the players one season after they start great. You know why? The season that players have come badly, I want to see how they adjust to the league next season.
How they
with the
bounce
play-
back.
Same thing with the other players that all of a sudden become superstar of Premier League for first season after move. You know why? Because defenders adjust to their trickery. The only reason why that Doku guy is so explosive and good for now, it's because nobody knows nobody knows how he's you can watch the videos, but that's not it.
Yeah.
Eventually it's gonna come to you versus him, and you're going to see what he prefers. He likes to drop shoulder, he likes to move your knee, he likes to fake the eye with the ball if he passes you. I'll give the player things. So for me, yes, great, Doku, blah blah blah, get a medal, but I'm still not there. I'm not there.
Yeah.
So that's
He has a
it.
lot of potential for sure. He has a lot of potential. There's one thing I wanted to bring up. Actually, honestly, I saw the bench for the last game. When Nkunku and Lavia come back, who gets dropped from the bench besides David Washington?
Washington, you drop.
Who else? Because that's
one of the goalkeepers.
Washington's
they already got dropped. There was only one goalkeeper on the bench.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's even less of a discussion. You might even have another injury elsewhere, and then it'd be a foregone.
I think
I'm talking about currently.
I'll ask you this question in response: are you asking me what I would do or what the manager's going to do when it comes to the bench?
I guess both. Yeah, I guess I want.
What do you?
Because if I'm being real, I'm dropping Gallagher out the squad completely, and I'm leaving Ugo on the bench.
Something more realistic.
Definitely Gallagher. Not like Gallagher.
When everyone comes back fit, my midfield options off the bench are probably Lavia and Carney, probably.
Yeah, Carney.
You know who else?
The question is again.
Maybe Ugo as well if there's space, but definitely those two.
Yeah.
You know the other thing, Scott.
What happened to Andre Santos then?
He's on loan.
I think he can go to a different loan for a different team, probably. Yeah.
So another loan
well, we've got a break clause apparently in January, which you have to find the right English loan to send him to. Hopefully, there's a team in the Premier League that actually needs a midfielder that's going to play him.
Exactly.
And we do a better job of finding a team than we did last time.
I'm talking about currently.
There's a load.
Would you drop Madueke from the bench? Because I feel like not me.
The thing is, what you want to make sure you don't do, what you want to make sure you do is you want to have a decent amount of options everywhere. So I don't want to have a situation where we drop Madueke, we drop Washington, and we've got one forward, 3 midfielders, and 5 defenders on the bench. Because that's just stupid. Because then in games where you need something off the bench, you're bringing on defenders, hoping against Brentford, I think it was, where we're bringing defenders off the bench to try and change the game.
Right now, of course. Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying who just besides Washington, who's gonna get dropped out of the preferences you have?
Matson probably gets dropped.
Matson, right? Okay.
Yeah, Matson's out.
Matson is getting sold.
Yeah. I'll say this as well. Matson will be sold. Washington
January.
will be on loan. Pies will be on loan. I don't know what they're gonna do with Cassidy. Santos will be on loan as well.
I would like to take Santos away back from and put him at Chelsea, take the loan back, and send Ugochukwu on loan.
So where?
Especially with Lavia coming out.
To French league.
We can't.
I was gonna say French league.
Why not?
He needs to get a loan.
We only have one player there.
I feel like he's learning a lot. I feel like he's stable.
Alex, let me explain it again. We cannot have more than 8 European loans. We currently have 8. Unless they are going to cancel one of the other loans, we cannot.
Who's 8?
Let me pull up your loan.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot for fun.
That's why we couldn't loan out Santos and Ugochukwu in the first place to other clubs. Same with Washington as well. That's why he's still here, because we couldn't send people out. So the people they would have to terminate the loans for are either Moreira, Lukaku, Angelo, Fofana, Ziyech, Charlie Webster, who they could do.
Ziyech is on loan? I thought we released. We released him.
Slonina.
Obligation.
I was gonna say it's not even an obligation. I think his contract runs out and they sign him on a free.
Lukaku's on loan.
Slonina and Kepa. So the
Lukaku's on loan too.
There's realistically only 2 guys.
So how is Lukaku is on loan? So that means we have 9?
No, we have 8. So I'll go through them again. Moreira, Lukaku, Angelo, Fofana, Ziyech, Webster, Slonina, Kepa.
8.
Oh yeah, Kepa's on
9 actually. Wait. No.
There's 8. I'm looking through them now. There's 8.
Sorry, yeah. I'm just back.
Well, I completely forgot about Moreira. Where is he on loan at?
Leon.
Strasbourg.
That's the thing. Like, if
that's
you're gonna, there's
Leon
two
Strasbourg.
guys. There's two guys you could terminate if as long as they've included break clauses in them. Because if they haven't, then this is a non-starter anyway. The two guys you could easily like stop their loans are Webster and Moreira. Because Webster, who cares?
What about Santos? He has that clause, right? Or is that you saying?
Yeah,
there's
no,
a
but
particular
again, no.
clause?
I'm talking about to then send Santos out on loan. I'm talking about to send Santos out on loan.
I just want Santos out of Forest, not because he's gonna get minutes at Chelsea, just because he actually going to train with the better players.
Yeah.
If he's only getting training, at least I want him to train with the better players.
Good midfielders too.
The options we've basically got in terms of sending another guy out on loan to a European team is we've got to turn one of these deals permanent.
Okay.
So
Okay.
You can maybe try and get Ziyech on to move on a permanent, maybe, or you've got to terminate one of the loans. So like Webster, Moreira, probably maybe Fofana because he ain't really playing.
Yeah, no, but like Leslie, I don't want him to go on loan, but if he does, he can go to an English club, right? Domestic,
yeah,
right?
Go to English club, absolutely. So, like, find another Premier League team to send him to. That's fine.
Honestly, that should be our preference. I don't think we should send him out to League One. I feel like EPL or even non-Championship, but like a mid-table EPL club. You know, like get minutes there.
Mid-table EPL clubs, they usually don't have a good loans because they already have midfielders unless there's injuries.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
That's the problem. But as long as we find
if Villa get Douglas Luiz, if Arsenal get Douglas Luiz and they need a midfield option, I wouldn't mind sending there.
That Villa's not a bad shout. It's just the problem they've got is they've got quite a lot of midfielders as well because they've got Ramsey, they've got Tielemans, so it doesn't really play. They've got
McGinn,
McGinn.
Kamara.
There's four. I think there's a fifth one. I can't remember who it is.
Are we trying to invent loans for Santos? That makes sense.
Yeah, we are.
That's tough, man.
And also, you'd also want to be careful about loaning to a Villa because they could be in competition with you for European places.
Being realistic, the best team to send Santos to is a mid-table team because they have nothing to play for. Like that's why sending him to Forest was stupid because if they go into a relegation battle, they're immediately going to do what every manager, as soon as they're in a relegation battle, does the same thing. They revert to experience. So what are you going to do with an 18-year-old who's not your player in the first place? Tell him to
I don't think Douglas Luiz is actually really on the what's his name? I don't think what's the name? Villa is gonna get rid of him in the January, maybe in the summer, but not in the January.
Villa are not a selling club unless you pay premiums. They've evolved.
So they're not gonna get not in the January. They actually, especially I think, and he's a player for them. He's not a player that they're not using. You know what I'm saying?
He's crucial to them.
He's crucial to them.
Or even what else? Brentford, maybe even.
Brentford got a lot of midfielders, but that could
they actually don't. Brentford actually don't have a lot of midfielders.
That's right. That's right. Because the Silva got hurt.
One thing. Yes.
Silva got
but I think Tottenham could be a decent shout. Very short on midfielders.
No.
Yeah. So they're like more direct, right? I don't want to help them with that. So
I don't care. It's a loan.
That's true. Yeah.
I actually rather give it to Tottenham than Brighton because Brighton will probably kiss his ass so much that we're gonna have a problem with him coming back.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah, I mean, this is a good problem for Poch though when Lavia and Nkunku come back at the end of the month.
The other one, Chilwell, because he was playing Chilwell and Cucurella wasn't getting no minutes, if I remember.
Yeah, that's because he's a fucking idiot. Because Cucurella's better than Chilwell. Hold the bench. He can hold whatever he wants. I don't care as long as he ain't playing football.
Apparently, he's Usain Bolt of Premier League. There's a stats saying that he recorded the highest pace at Chelsea.
Chilwell. Yeah, that's true. 35 something kilometers. Yeah. I'm just curious. Who gets dropped this weekend? Disasi or Colwell?
Colwell.
It has to be Colwell for you guys.
Okay, so then
he's gonna drop Colwell. Yeah. Even though,
I actually think he starts. Yeah, if we go the way Scott's saying, he started. Cucurella ain't starting. If we go,
I feel like he made a mistake. He realized he made a mistake.
No. Cucurella started.
Okay.
I just
what does that, or is that what we want? Because this is
exactly.
I actually do think that is the one person I do think he'll change, because there's no way.
Yeah,
I say this.
I'll be shocked if he
Like
does this.
I think he did this for Chilwell for like 4 games. But there's no way that you can watch that guy. You took him off at halftime because of how bad a game he was having.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's no way.
He was reckless against Spurs.
There's no way he was back.
He was
Unless he was Silva on the right and Colwell at left center back. That's what he did for Arsenal, even though Disasi was injured that game.
I don't think Colwell was reckless. I think he lost a little bit of his head with like getting involved into it a little bit. Like they rattled him.
Yeah,
he was getting booked, and then he got stopped off. Yeah, that's why he put the player out.
He's a young player.
It's because you're asking center back to play fullback, and that's not how. It's like the way we consider the first goal. It's how center backs blocks the shot. It's not how fullback blocked the shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Fullbacks are more. Fullbacks are more.
Look to block the shot with their foot, not with their fucking body.
Then just
no, I mean, yeah. Fullbacks will usually meet him higher up the.
Right, they're more aggressive.
By more aggressive.
You out there, yeah.
So he will not make like. To be fair, like when I see Colwell defend and as a fullback, it reminds me of Gary Cahill at the end of his career days.
Yeah.
When he gave way too much responsibility. Like I see Starbucks Steve shaking his head like you even fucking know who Gary Cahill is. Like, but no. Steve, like Gary Cahill is a really good player, but at the end of his career, when he was given too much space to the players to run at him, and the way he was positioned himself, like it reminds me of Maguire sometimes too. Like Maguire tried to play off the back. Remember when Gary Cahill tried to do the flicks and tricks in the back and just ball ran out of bounds at the end? It was funny, but still great defender for Chelsea, one of the good ones. But at the end of
Cahill was one of your starters in that season you won the league, right? And then I think a year or two after he went to Palace, or was that
3 years?
No, so he
it was when Sarri took over. He got phased out.
Yeah, when Sarri took over, he basically dropped him.
But his golden age was not then. It was way before that.
Right, 2010s.
I think Daniel's
early.
I need to make room for Daps. I don't think Daniel's here, so I'm going to take him off. So big up Daniel, big up my guy. Bless. Right, one sec.
Daniel was probably here.
No, he was the only one on mute.
On a side note, I actually do think this is what Poch is going to play against City. Like, I think this is the team we're going to play.
Yeah.
And I'm not upset by it. Like, I'm not massively upset by it. Like, I don't think we're going to win anyway. So like, this game means nothing to me in terms of the grand scale of this season.
Yeah.
Like, I actually do think
this starts versus Newcastle when Nkunku was back.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, this game doesn't define the season. Like, this game literally, like, I know it got joked about when United did this, but this game for us literally is a free hit. Like, there's no expectations on us in this game. Absolutely none.
No, facts, yeah. That's true. But let's put in a good performance at least. Let's try our best for sure.
There he is.
I think we can get a result.
Oh, hey.
We can get a result.
Dame, bro, how are you feeling for the game from a City perspective? Feels like City.
Nah, it's not. I'm not Hamza.
I'm not Hamza. Fair enough.
Well, look, yeah, we should win in it, but it is at the Bridge. So, you know, I think I think we've won every game since the Champions League final. Since the final, we've won every game, innit?
You lot scored 10.
Arsenal?
You lot scored 10 and conceded none, literally.
I think someone put it in the chat earlier. I think literally the 4 league games we played, we've lost everyone 1-0 against.
And the cup.
1-0. Yeah. It has been like that. Real talk.
No goals against City. It's happened again.
It's one of them ones where, do you know what? I said against Arsenal, I want Chelsea to get a result. As in when you played them, I want Chelsea to get a result, but I can't see how Chelsea got a result, right? So I purposely said against Tottenham, I want Chelsea to get a result, but I can't see how Chelsea get a result.
We're playing well against.
I'm not going to say it now because if I say it again, yeah, we know what's going to happen. But it's one of them ones where I can't see how. But why would I rule it out after the last against Arsenal and Chelsea? You've done it in them. And let's be real, the Spurs game, yeah, you were shit in the Spurs game, but it was at Spurs and you won 4-1 away from home. Yeah. So however much we want to say, you know, that fucking Nicholas Jackson is shit in front of goal, my man still scored 3 goals. And there is something, because I've said this about Haaland, yeah, that as a striker, every time you miss, yeah, that impacts your confidence. For him to keep going and actually get 3, he's like, do you know what, yeah, at least he kept his head up and kept going. It took him a lot of chances, but he kept going. There's a lot of strikers that ultimately don't do that. They miss, their confidence goes, and that's it. So, I don't know. It's one where, but if we look at it on paper, it's hard for me to see how, like, Mudryk, sorry, yeah. Pause. Mudryk, like, you like Chelsea fans, apart from I see Steve in the bottom right. I've been wondering, Steve, I keep seeing you on these regular now, yeah?
Yeah.
How's a Newcastle fan regularly on a Chelsea panel?
That's my G.
It's just because he knows everything about football. It's like,
football almanac, bro.
Is that what it is? He's just getting.
I just like talking footy, man. I'll go on.
No, I watch these shows a lot. Yeah. I'm not going to say I watch every single one for 2 hours because Lewis, they're way too long. But I watch them a lot, yeah. But and is mid-table bad man? Is that the one that sounds like he's from Yonkers?
Yeah, that's me, man.
Yeah. Bro, you sound D-blocked up.
Yeah, we from the same area. It'd be like that.
Oh, for real? You are from the same area? Are you from Yonkers?
Nah, I'm from Jersey, but it's like
yeah. It's not far away. Yeah.
It's not far.
But are we, as Chelsea fans, are you lot on the agreement that Mudryk is a pile of shit?
No.
Oh, no.
Not really.
Yeah, he's improving, but he's not going to start.
I'm a few steps away from that.
I could be convinced either way.
They pulled me away from that.
That's good in last
At this moment, yes.
At the moment, yeah.
Like, you lot know, because I don't watch all Chelsea games, and I can only go by the games I've watched, yeah. But has he had any good games at Chelsea?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
They're what you class as good games.
Aston Villa. I mean, it's the start. Last season he was doing that.
Are they really good? But hold on, Chelsea have got standards, yeah. Chelsea have got standards. You lot have got standards. Were they actually good games, or were they good games?
Nah, he had good games.
He was the best attacker against Villa.
I'm a harshest critic. He had good games.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I haven't seen him because
I think the problem with our team, which becomes individual, I think it's too much individuality versus the team. You can see the off balance as a team. You can see the individuality, not weaknesses, but incohesiveness between the players. And for some reason, I don't think the manager gives us that. How you say that?
Confidence and belief.
No. Confidence and belief in because he constantly changes stuff, so you don't actually know what he likes, what players like. Because if you think about it, based on how the season started, preseason and everything, Mudryk is the best attribute to Jackson. They started on fire together in the preseason and everything. And Nkunku
wasn't Nkunku in then as well. Yeah, Nkunku was.
No. Nkunku was not there yet.
Yeah, no, that was when he was like, I think because Mudryk came in when Nkunku got subbed out. Like I think
subbed out. Yes, and Nkunku and Jackson was the one that links together really well. And all of a sudden, both of them dropped and stuff like that. And Nkunku got injured, but then Palmer showed up. Palmer was being like. By the way, I wanted him. I wanted him from City. Nobody, like everybody jumping, but I wanted him. I like
Cole Palmer.
That's why
all right, thank you for Cole Palmer, by the way. Thank you.
Call him Cole Palmer over here.
Coco.
The whitest black guy ever. I'll say the whitest black guy ever.
Yeah, the whitest black man ever.
Island, yeah.
No,
Coco, man. We love Coco. We love Coco.
Listen, he's from the same estate as all my boys that I go to the games with. So I like,
He's very real as well, by the way. Very real.
Yeah.
One of the reasons
I just like that he likes to learn. I just like that he likes to learn. You can see that he likes to learn. He's listening when the players talk. He's not afraid to stand because he's
very unselfish.
Quoting.
He's very unselfish.
Pointing the hands when
you know what I've seen since he joined you, is I've seen a different side to him because
he feels more comfortable. He just feels
it's what it is I get what I know there's other reasons to why he left City as well. Like him, I knew back in when we played Real Madrid in the semis, some of the lot I was with had to go and meet him to get tickets off him from his hotel, and they were saying he wants to leave City. Like that was back in April. Him and Pep don't see eye to eye.
He knows his own potential.
He does. 100%. And look, if in hindsight, if you look at the guy that Sancho, so Sancho left City. He went AWOL on City, because ultimately he knew at that point it was him, Foden, and the Spanish dude, 3 youngers, and this is like. No, way before him.
Was that Diaz?
Brahim Diaz, right? And all 3 of them got asked to sign a contract, and then they could go on tour to America. And Sancho knew what time it was. At that point, no City young player had broke through, And it was like, look, there's only room for one of us to break through, and that is going to be the captain and the Manchester boy, Foden. I might as well dip, He knew it, and it makes sense. Now, with Cole Palmer, the way we see Cole Palmer, because before, I'll be honest, most City fans, although we knew he could operate on the right, maybe a little bit through the middle, but we kind of saw him as a bit like Amares, unless there are some people like Hotel LB that really, really watched him through youth. So they knew there was a bit more to him. To a lot of us, it was more, he can cut in, and he hasn't really done that for you yet. But when my man cuts in from the right,
yes.
That was my
cut in on that left foot.
But what I've seen since he's joined you, is actually that his all-round game's cold. It's not just he's a right winger. Like, he drops deep, picks up the ball. He knows when to drive forward. He knows when to play the simple pass, when to try and play the more difficult pass. He is ultimately, for me, he is like the link-up between your Enzos and your Caicedos and your defenders and your forwards. Like, he's everywhere. Like, and the one thing I rate, and I always say to people, if you want to see what I knew, Cold Palmer was cold, when we were playing, I can't remember who it was. It was someone in the Carabao Cup, and he was running through the middle. No. It was a lower league team. He was running through the middle, and I think he had Mahrez to the left, De Bruyne to the right, both screaming for the ball. And this is like 2 years ago, and Cole Palmer just goes, nah, top bins, right? And at that point, I knew this guy backs himself in it, and he backs himself more than anyone. And I think he knew, if I want to grow as a player, I need to leave City. And also, I've been told, he wanted to get out of Manchester. He wanted to get away from his boys, away from the estate, and kind of get his mind right on football. Because as long as he's in Manchester, he like, when we had our trophy, when we had our three-peat party, he didn't go. He had a party with his boys, right?
Wow.
Like it's not that he didn't get on with City, but it was time for him to leave. But since he's come in, he's been unreal for you, man. Like, and he will be up for tomorrow. We know this. Sunday, he will be up for it. But apart from him,
I don't think your fans will.
I think Caicedo will be there.
No, City fans won't be. Bro, no way. Listen, you won't find one City fan, and if you do, point them out to me, that is not wanting Cole Palmer to succeed. 1,000,000%. Bro, he came through our academy. He's a Manchester boy. He's a Withenshaw boy, There is no he didn't leave like Ferran Torres, for example. He didn't leave like that Snake Gomez that like is pushing for leave. My man left ultimately. Like, he said, I wanted him to stay, but he said it's all about game time, And then we went and signed Doku. That tells you the writing's on the wall, innit? You're not going to get much game time. And now in hindsight, he's come to you, and he's not just being used as a winger. He can be used like, I would honestly, I swear, when we were doing a combined 11 for the Chelsea Arsenal team, I was saying, because I was saying I'd put Cole Palmer if we had to play Saka on the right and we had to play so and so. I'd play Cole Palmer in an 8. Yeah, and he hadn't played the 8 for you lot, but I have no doubt Cole Palmer could play the 8 role. No doubt.
Because he's so active. Because he's so active.
Bro, if he's dropping deep and picking up the ball in them positions, he can play the 8 role. Same with Foden. I want to see Foden in the 8 role. He's actually more similar to Foden than I even realised.
You know what? Yeah, he reminds me of someone that I know. Juan Mata at Chelsea.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't see him passing that good yet.
Nah. Them eye the needle passes, not yet. Nah.
My favorite quality.
He played on the right and the left.
He reminds me of Mata. I can't lie. His movement reminds me of Mata.
Guys, Mata played one position and it was behind the striker.
Yes.
Like, I get he's left-footed and he's silky, but Mata was a different kind of player. If you want to say Mata was more limited, I'd probably agree with you. But what Mata was great at, few other people could do to that level that he did at that time in our team in the world.
Yeah,
right?
cool.
You know, so like I don't want to reduce Cole Palmer to a lazy Mata comparison. We've never had a player like him at our team. We've never had one of those.
He is. It's been reported, but he is obviously what most people thought Havertz.
Havertz is going to be. I actually see the body movement of Havertz.
Yeah. And the thing,
body movement, like the way, like a lazy, like it looks lazy, but it's not lazy. You know what I'm talking about?
It's not even just that for me. And I was going to bring this up what Daps was saying, like where he said about how he backs himself. The thing that's impressed me most with Palmer, and Havertz didn't have this, is the mental side of it.
Yeah.
This guy's 20, and the way he is on the pitch, both on and off the ball, in terms of not just in terms of like pressing and stuff like that, but in terms of trying to direct people, is he plays like he's in his peak, like 24, 25. He plays like someone 4 or 5 years older.
The biggest difference for me is the speed of thought. It's not.
Yeah, but that's
decision making, bro. It's decision making. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying.
I want my experience to play.
Do you know what it is though? This is, I guess, and you lot know, you lot have got Cobham, yeah, and like it's the same with us. We've got our academy, and ultimately Cole Palmer has come up through that academy. Now, if you look at that academy, last season we did the 3-peat. Our under 21s, the EDS team did a 3-peat.
You don't have to mention everywhere you go, but
hold on. Hold on. There's 3s everywhere. So we did a treble, yeah. We also did a 3-peat. Our EDS team did a 3-peat. Our under 18s did a 4-peat, yeah. So if you imagine these, like. And then you look in the World Cup final, I swear it was like Cole Palmer scored. I know that Liverpool Don will say it bounced off his head. Cole Palmer scored the winner and then celebrated in front of the Spanish bench. That's why I loved against Tottenham. He did the same thing to them. He don't care. He will barefaced put it in people's faces.
For sure.
And then so he's come up through the academy knowing winning. He's got that mentality, but also he's got that style of play. And I always remember the first time I watched Foden on tour with City in America when he was like 16. And I was like, the amount of times the boy just wanted the ball, right? And that was all, like always offering outlets. If you saw anyone making triangles, if someone's got pressure on them, just go and give me the ball. Someone will give him the ball. The players will move away from him. Then he'll give it back, right? Now, I've seen that for Chelsea, that Cole Palmer is that guy floating around, giving everyone outlets. Like if you need, and against Brentford, I think it was Brentford, there's a point where he was the only one floating around, making runs off the ball. Everyone else was just stood there waiting for other people to do things. Whereas Cole Palmer's moving about. Like, come on.
There's a clip going around. You might have seen it. And this is kind of go back to what we're talking about in terms of him off the ball stuff. There's a clip going around where he picks up the ball, gives it to someone in midfield. I can't remember who it was. Is telling them where to pass it. Then they pass it to Disassi. He's telling Disassi, like, because Disassi's in space, like, make a run, like directing with arms, everything, like run. He isn't, so he's then demanding the ball into his feet, and you can see he's like visibly frustrated that this isn't happening.
That's the thing. Pep, I think there's a clip that's gone round of Pep where he said something like to all the players. He's shouting at the players, going, "I will never ever be angry at any of you for losing the ball." What I will be angry at you for is not wanting the ball. Like, if you lot don't want the ball, that's what I'm angry for. Like, I'll drag you for that because you're not there to back up your boys. Like, and that is Cole Palmer. Honestly, he's impressed me more. I liked him at City. I wanted him to stay. Since he's gone to Chelsea, I've thought he's even better. I heard you speaking on Nkunku earlier for quite a bit. He's not back, is he?
No,
I'll be back after the break.
End of the month.
Newcastle.
Why, would you be worried then? Would you be worried then?
I mean, bro, listen, bro, I'm worried going into every single game. I don't care whether it's Chelsea at home or whether it's fucking Brighton at home or whatever. But with him, I would think, yeah, you're offering a bit more than tomorrow because. But I'm not gonna lie, I won't be sitting here thinking, yeah, we're gonna dick you 6-1 or nothing.
I think there is going to be the tighter game than people think. Like people again keep saying that we're gonna get smashed and everything. As I remember watching City versus Arsenal, and Arsenal midfield bunkers City midfield. There was neutralized City midfield. I'm not saying they didn't deserve the win. I don't care how you score, whatever. But the midfield is the neutralized each other.
Yeah.
Chelsea midfield destroyed Arsenal midfield.
Yeah.
It could be a tight game. It's not going to be open, free space like a rainbow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless City scores again early in the game, and Chelsea's going to have to open up. But if we're going to keep it game tight, and it's not going to be a score, like, that's going to be tighter game than people think, because the midfield, it's still not the midfield that City really, really want. City, this is not the perfect City midfield. I can tell you that. Because Pep, the only reason Silva is stayed, because Pep knows that losing Gundogan, he cannot afford losing Silva. Otherwise, we're done.
A million percent. Like I said this before the summer. We will not allow Gundogan and Bernardo to go. We won't allow two midfielders to go in the same window. We won't. And then, like, even with the, and I was saying, just offer him whatever. Offer him a contract extension, not even extension. Offer him, here's a contract, the same terms, just more money, just to stay one more season so we can get people in and bed them. And I think the fact that at the moment, City are keeping an eye on the Paquetá case, because that ain't resolved yet, by the way.
Yeah. That ain't resolved yet. Might be the worst for him, though. I think it was
that is complete.
But I think we're keeping an eye on that, because I think we know our midfield is not. It's not like long term. Could Bernardo sooner or later, even if Bernardo stays for another 2 years, because we can't say he's going to go in the summer. We say every year he's going to go. He don't look like. And the way I always describe it is, you know, when, like, say your girl is odd at you, that she don't really want you to go out, right? So you're telling her, I don't want to go out either. But, you know, it's my mate's birthday. And you proper make out you don't want to go, But then when she's like, all right, you can go, you're like, oh, I'll be home early, innit? That's Bernardo Silva. But then the minute you're with the man, then like, I'm out. That's him. His girl wants him to leave. His girl wants him to go. And he's saying, I'm doing everything I can, but Barcelona aren't putting no money on the table. So how can we leave? And does he look like a player that's unhappy? Has he ever looked like a player that's unhappy?
I think not Thiago. I think Bernardo Silva. The only thing he agreed, because Pep actually convinced him. I don't think there is anything.
Oh no, it's not even that. There's been no bids for him, bro.
No. It's not. There is. Look, this is my personal opinion. Pep knows that Bernardo Silva, he cannot afford him to be lost this season. If Pep Guardiola gets himself a really decent midfielder for the next season, I wouldn't be surprised if Bernardo Silva will leave, because he would have done what Pep asked him. He was like, look, wait 1 year, let me get somebody reinforcement for that specific position, and then we can smooth up the things with no money Barcelona. We can do some money laundering on the side. You see what I'm saying? So I think this is literally what happened.
But I think
he agreed to stay and sign the contract just to help up City to find himself the player.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, there's no bad blood. Similar to Gundogan.
There's no bad blood.
Like he's done everything he needs to do at City.
Yes, he just wants them. He wants understood that this is not the time to leave City, because it will be dropped if. By the way, what's his name? Tottenham defender. What's his name? That signed the contract with the City. No, right back, right center.
Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker. That's the same reason Kyle Walker sent it, because there's a gap in there. Especially Correa did not sign for them.
Yeah.
There's
You know
going
what?
to be a gap, so he agreed with it. I respect that.
I miss someone. I miss someone, a player that can make a difference from the bench, like Gundogan. I think Gundogan will do bits for us, though. If we have,
No.
What are we talking about?
That's what I would do bits for anyone.
Why are we talking about a guy that's not legal the club he's at?
Yeah, he's at his other club. He loves Barca.
What's the beard touch? Like, do you want to be sound?
Yeah, he does. He does love Barca. He always wanted Barca, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think Bernardo does. That's why I think the only offer we had for Bernardo was, I think PSG maybe.
Chelsea was looking actually at it.
And what's it called? But look, to be honest with you, there's very few City players, especially that are first team players, that would leave City for another Premier League team. There's no point, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Unless it's their need game time. With Bernardo, I think PSG were interested, but why would he go PSG? And then I think the Saudis offered him bare money to go there. But again, he's too young and he wants to achieve too much for right now.
29, maybe?
Yeah, he's not there yet. Bro, my man's obsessed with winning. Like, so, and the Barcelona project, if you think about it, looked good because they're not the Barcelona of old. If Gundogan's there, go and join Gundogan and you know what, build something there and get them back to their best. But apart from that, I don't think he'd go anywhere. But
Daps, I don't think you guys can replace him. Like, he's such a top player. Like, even Paqueta is obviously not that level.
Nah, Paqueta's more of a but I think I honestly think Pep is. I don't think he's. Bro, let's be clear. I don't want to say nothing because there's no replacing Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's. Do you know what I saw today? DR Sports are trying to do a fucking Odegaard. Who's better, Odegaard or Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
Are you fucking lost, bro?
That bullshit.
What type of madness is that? And they're quoting because Matisse said that Bernardo Silva's better, and they're quoting Matisse like Matisse is mad for thinking that Bernardo Silva's better than Odegaard. Bro.
Yo, Odegaard disappears in big games.
Goes to
literally
Odegaard, man.
Yeah.
Disappears.
First of
Against
all,
us, he disappeared.
Yeah, he does all the time.
Odegaard
That's a huge issue as your captain.
Odegaard is the midfielder. Thiago Silva literally reminds me of Mata. Like literally, like literally reminds me of Mata.
Well, what do I call him? I actually used to call him. It's changed now, but I used to call him Sexy Kante. Yeah, because he puts in the kilometers, he puts in the mileage like Kante. Yeah, but he's got that techie side of him as well.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, it's mad that he's the guy in your team that's like the dog work, quote unquote.
Yeah,
guy. Like, and that's why
he set records for. He set records.
That's why I said earlier when it comes to certain players, and they're like, oh, like it's running or technical ability. No, get someone who does both. Get someone who does both. That's perfect. Like it's Bernardo Silva. Like that's kind of what Gundogan was as well.
There's not a lot of those kind of like how many Bernardo Silvas in the world? How many?
Like, do you know what it is as well? The other thing with Bernardo Silva.
And I'll give you an example, right? I think we've done this. I think that Caicedo is similar, where like I'm not saying his technical ability is on the level of Silva's, but I'm saying he's got technical ability to back it, and that's what I'm saying.
And I will die on that sword, saying Caicedo is really technical, good, higher up the pitch that people think.
Oh, I'm trying to work on smart work while I'm talking as well. And yeah, I ain't got my glasses. But listen, I always get brought up about my squinting. Yeah, I've effed up my glasses. I went and got a new eye test. Yeah, and then I had to rush back to work and couldn't pick out a pair of glasses in the shop that I liked. So I was like, I'll get them another time. And to be honest with you, I just never get round to doing nothing.
Get back to it.
So I end up drinking these. I end up drinking these and fucking doing fuck all. So, what's that? Jaeger bomb?
Got the Jaegers.
Yes, Steve.
But Bernardo, the other thing with Bernardo is how he knows how to. What's he got? Packs.
Yeah.
Is how good he is at taking on Pep. Like he knows what Pep wants. What is that? No, is that this guy? My man's got packs. Alex has got the shotty.
Hello.
What the fuck is that?
Bro, they're packs of bro. You waving packs like that over here, you're getting your door kicked down. Is that quick?
It's legal here, baby.
It's legal. It's legal here too.
But Bernardo, the thing with Bernardo is how much he gets what Pep wants. Like that's why against Arsenal, with Rodri injured, the truth is, Pep was looking at Kovacic, he was looking at Nunes, he was looking at everyone else to play the 6 role, and thought, there's only one man that I trust enough, and that's Bernardo Silva, who's not our 6. And that's because he gets exactly what Pep wants. Like he knows the City system. The thing that is so important at City is knowing how to play in the system, and that's where at the moment, I'm not going to lie, Doku's impressing me so much because you see Leroy Sané,
First year.
I love that guy.
First year. Thank you, bro. First year.
So many man need that second year.
Bro, look, Leroy Sané, when Leroy Sané landed at City, he didn't actually start playing much till January. It took him 4 or 5 months, Doku's come in, and I'm not meaning about the beating the player. We all know about the beat. Bro, in the Champions League on Tuesday, he came on, and in 10 minutes, he had more successful take-ons than anyone else on that game day, right? In the
game day.
In the Champions League, not just City, in the Champions League, in 10 minutes. But that's not what I'm meaning. What's impressed me the most, and Pep spoke on it, is he's come in, and he's getting when to try and take on a player and when to actually slow it down and play the old school City way of passing it back into the other midfielders. And that's what's impressed me, that in his first season, any winger can come and in their first couple of games take on a man, right? If you're a winger, you can take on a man. It's knowing when to take on a man and when to actually go back to what your team is good at.
That's why I had the cat analogy against Chuka.
The other Nigerian guy you don't like, Madueke.
Yeah, Madueke. That's what I have problems against the Madueke. They're not Nigerian. Like the guy literally don't know when to stop, man. I was like, you didn't beat him once. Why you dude, pass it back sometimes.
You keep running a lot, but
I think this Alex, the thing about that I think is a bit harsh is you're criticizing him during Potter when nothing was coming together. Nobody knew what they needed to do in that.
He does it this season too, man.
He did it without a right back. No right back.
I don't care.
You don't care.
Because Jimmy, I keep telling you, I don't have problem players to dribble from the wing position, but when you in your own half, that's not time to dribble. That's time to pass it back and get into the position. You don't dribble.
I mean, it depends. If you're helping drive the team up,
if you that good, yes, but you're not that good. Sorry.
I think it depends though. If you're driving the team up the pitch, then
he got swag. He has swag.
That's swag. I don't care.
But going back to the Doku thing, like there's just on you saying that, Daps, there's an interview that I saw like the other day, which I think from his time at Rennes, where he's talking about when he was a kid, when he was like 16, 17, he was like, his manager at the time, like he had a meeting, was asked like, oh, what's your goal in football? Or what do you want to do? And I think his response was, I want to kill the defender. I want the defender to like have nightmares about me. And the coach, he said that the coach looked at him and like asked if he was mad. And it's like, he said like, since then he's learned, where it's like now, he's like his mind has shifted and his attitude shifted about that. Doku,
yeah, Doku.
It's in French, but it's not
when he was at Anderlecht, I think.
No,
I think it might be when he was at Anderlecht.
It was when he was 16, 17. He was saying it's from his time at Rennes.
The way he runs like he's injured and he's healthy.
And that's another one where like we go back to what he said about Palmer earlier.
That runs weird.
Like, where, like, Pep helps with this so much.
Runs weird.
Yeah.
Just runs weird.
Yeah, like he's coming. I think it's the
also runs weird.
Like no. Hold on, Scott. Forget. You know that handball that was like yeah. I was saying like handball is supposed to be in a natural position, but this is Sterling's natural position. Hand is.
Have you looked onto that point with Sterling now?
Natural position. If he runs with those hands down, this is not natural.
Sterling's actually not that bad.
Have you not got to that point with Sterling now? Yeah, where you just
I didn't even wanted him in the first place.
No. But with Sterling, yeah, what you have to do is like we got you. You have to understand. Yeah, Sterling is Sterling. Yeah. You know, you've got that brethren that's shit with money. You just have to understand they're shit with money. Yeah. Sterling is that guy that you have to understand. Like, he'll have bad games. He'll miss absolute sitters, but he'll get the numbers, and that's the thing. Like, you just have to accept him for who he is.
Every time I come on the stream, I say Sterling. You can say what you want, GNA, and that GNA.
Yes, Jimmy, I really said that on the stream. I was like, bro, you can play shit every game as long as you get a goal contribution.
Give me a goal,
an assist or a goal in a game. I don't care if you play shit, because if you score or assist, I can't say anything. I literally can't say anything. So like, you could be frustrated. If you end the season with 38 goals and assists, then cool.
Yep.
You can be as shit as you want to be. As shit as you want to be, I don't care.
I just look for me with Sterling.
It's the love and hate relationship, isn't he, Sterling? It can be frustrating.
No, it's just let's say that. Let's go with that theory. It's a lot. Let's go with that theory.
Y'all keep talking about he did GNA against small teams, and nobody else does. So without GNA, we would lose. Fuck is y'all talking about?
I agree with you.
But it's not like he comes and scored the third and the fourth goal.
Jimmy.
I say God assist. Also is a big part of the.
We played against the low block teams, and he still didn't do shit.
Yeah, it was one assist.
So what are we doing then?
He did get a goal, was just offside, and he was a big part of during the whole penalty thing. So like. So like, he's involved, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
the thing I've had to realize with Sterling is I was frustrated with him at the beginning because he's a vet. Because he's a veteran.
Wait, Moyo, go on.
What are you even talking about?
No. He's a veteran. Scott was trying to push Sterling. Well, he's involved in that penalty. Well, yeah. What's his name? Palmer was there too. Let's give him credit too. What's his name? Somebody else is there. Let's give everybody credit that way on the box. I ain't giving Sterling no shit. He lost the ball technically in the box, and that's why Enzo got a penalty.
Anyway, I was expecting more from Sterling because he's our most experienced attacker. Player. I was expecting him to be able to carry the team and help them out, at least in attack. But that's just something you'll realize with him over time is because he's so inconsistent himself. He looks like one of the other inexperienced players, but he's going to keep bagging goals. That's what he brings, and I think we need to bring the best out of him. That's what we need to create more and more and more. He will bag goals, but he's not going to be that leader of the attack like you think. He just doesn't have that in him.
And all you think is he's horrible. Fuck out of here about horrible. If he's horrible, that means Mudryk is dog guard.
I was gonna say if he's horrible, our whole team is shit. If he's horrible, he's our top goal scorer.
Yeah, but they all same thing. Like they all shit. Compare like what's his name? Sterling is shit. Ukrainian Bolt is shit. That guy from whatever he is, Jackson 5 is shit. If you really go, and the only offensive player
compared to what though? Compared to what?
Compared to three of them. If
no. What are we just in their shit players full stop? Or are we comparing them to actual like? Because like, if you're going to tell me like they're shit compared to City's front line, yeah, of course they are. But if you're going to say they're shit compared to like,
no. But you're not giving me that. What you just said is if Sterling is shit and you brought me Mudryk, right? You got Mudryk.
I didn't say
you didn't got me like okay based on what you Scott said.
No, I said no.
Wait,
Daps, big up, bro. Everybody,
I love everyone. Love to all of you. Keep doing what you're doing, all of you, man. Have a good Friday, blessed weekend. And you know what? I'll try and come on Monday or something in it after the game.
Yeah, bro. Definitely. We'll be live Sunday night, so roll through if there's.
Yeah. Sunday night, then I'll try and jump on. Bless.
Take care.
Let me ask you, Scott. Like, okay, I see what you're saying. If you're gonna compare any of the front three versus any City front three, yeah, I will call it all shit.
Obviously.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. When I was bringing up Sterling and said he was shit in the front, he's not doing enough at the front. Jimmy told me if he's shit, then Mudryk is shit. I was like, if Mudryk is shit, Jackson is shit. If Jackson is shit, Madueke is shit.
Our front, yeah, like if he's shit, that means the rest of our
everybody.
Front, yeah, even worse. Yeah.
But when I'm saying he's shit, I'm not meaning that somebody is better. But all
shit, yeah.
Why would I defend Mudryk? Like, what did he do that we're still 10th?
He's not Nigerian.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's why you see it.
Oh, he's not Nigerian?
What?
Fuck you, Moya.
Well, actually, here's the other thing too. Is it if you're calling Sterling horrible, also is it compared
you deserve to be in.
Are you comparing it to past Chelsea attacks? Also, is that the other is that the other angle where you're saying horrible?
I don't think you have to compare it to anything. We're just not good enough.
Like I'll
I
be
just don't like a front three at all. We hadn't had a good front three since who knows? We
Costa,
rebuilt
Hazard, and Pedro.
Hold on a second. Let this sink in.
Yeah.
We have been battling about defensive midfield for so long. We got a defensive midfield, but we have had the problems with forward even longer than defensive midfield. Because when we had weak defensive midfield, we did not score at the same time. People forget that we did not score with Timo Werner, with Lakaka, with Kai Havertz, with Mason, the greatest Mount.
Abraham.
People forget that. What did we upgrade it in the front three position? We have the same issue with the better midfield. Better defensive midfield. Not offensive midfield, defensive midfield.
Giroud.
Olivier
Giroud.
Oh, Giroud is such a good
what a player.
Boss.
But yo, did you see our Ruben Loftus-Cheek the other day?
Tayo, don't push
man.
it. Tayo, don't push it. Don't push it.
He was killing.
Awesome.
He
Don't
was
push
killing,
it.
man. Loftus-Cheek.
But
is a
Tayo,
smart man.
it's only jokes. You don't really hate Nigerians. Like, that's not real. So yeah.
Yeah, don't
Well
type
over
shit
me.
like that.
Tayo's been longer than
Put an LOL
on the stream
or
long
something.
enough.
No, we don't. Yeah, because we can't tell with text. We don't know if he's being serious or not. He might
Yeah,
be
you
joking.
gotta
I
put
don't
a
think
smile,
he's-
a laughing emoji
I
or
don't
something.
text. I don't text.
No, not you. We talking about him
Oh.
when he wrote.
Okay, yeah, Steve, I'll redirect to
Oh
that.
yeah, Sherlock was that guy. I
I
love
mean, either
Sherlock.
way, Alex is proud.
I
of
love
of
Sherlock.
that.
Coming
love
off that
Sherlock.
right wing, man. Yes, sir.
And I like Shirley, but
I like Sherlock.
he had the chronic disease that actually
He retired early.
couldn't be fixed by the time
Alright.
he figured it out.
Andre Sherlock.
Big up to Ian saying, I have to admit, I really want Chelsea to win this weekend, but if we don't, I won't be too upset because at least City extend their lead at the top. Bro, it all depends on the manner.
No,
Like,
I will be pissed.
I'll be pissed off too. I don't get these
yeah, because
fans.
I want to win this game.
Yeah,
Like, the only-
we got to at least get a point. We
got
can't go
that.
through this
If we
without
play very good football and it comes down to like one chance, then like whatever. But I want to go into this game and win. I don't want to be
I
like,
just
at
don't like
least
specific Nigerian style. There's one over here.
we'll keep
on
the
the bottom.
mentality up while we're in mid-table. We can't be accepting defeats. We can't. That's how the standards get
I'm
low.
not even really Nigerian.
But big up as well.
Yeah,
saying
we
forget
don't know who
Sterling.
you are. We really don't. You claim everything.
The
We
day
saw
when
your
Enzo
face.
scored a shot, we
You
were all
for
crazy.
somehow this Nigerian fraud speaks redneck.
Oh yeah, he has scored for
because
us.
he's
No, no, I'm
like,
talking
he
about
doesn't even like.
like
Does
a
anybody
open play
does
shot.
anybody think Moyo has Nigerian roots the way he speaks?
No, but I saw.
We
his
didn't even
forehead,
think he's
though.
black
I
when
don't-
he was.
I don't know
like,
what
we
of a
didn't even know
Nigerian
he was
accent
black
to be
until
fair.
he did unveil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember when people got freaked out when he used the N word in the chat?
Yeah,
And
everybody
people
was-
like, yeah.
He had to turn his camera on. Like,
he
no,
does
no,
not
no.
That
sound
didn't
I'm
even
like,
keep you as the same face as the one in your
Yeah.
Twitter.
He had to show
He-
that
he's
fucking
like-
Nigerian forehead. When I saw that forehead, I said, that's Nigerian.
The
That's
McDonald's
like-
McDonald's
Yeah, that
hairline.
fucking big
Yeah,
fat-
yeah.
We got the Batman sign for a hairline. I saw that shit. I was
And
like,
a
yeah.
peekaboo eyes and a peekaboo
Hey,
eye.
I'm working on that hairline. A couple trips of turkey.
Peekaboo
Oh,
eyes.
you're flying to
Oh, leave
Turkey.
it alone,
I'm-
man.
I'm
Just
not
join.
doing- I'm
Just
not
join
doing
me
that.
over here, bro.
I'm
Just
not
join the
doing
ball.
that. Yeah, I'll be with you soon, JP. Don't worry.
He has like a peekaboo
Don't
eye.
even worry about it, man. Don't even worry about it.
Ian also says, forget Sterling. It's all about sexy Palmer. What a play. He has surprised me so much. Hardworking, skillful, intelligent, and creative. First name on the 11. Yep.
Has to be. Yep.
Oh, my
Go
favorite.
Ian.
Consistent.
Go Ian. This is I love it. That's your nickname Moyo from now on.
Sadio Moyo.
From now on, Moya is gonna be Sadio Mayo.
Oh,
Next time I turn my camera on, I'm gonna have a hat on. God.
One thing that Palmer for me has always stood out about him. For me, the one thing it's like the guy's technique and the power of his shots. That
go him, fam. Fuck you know.
By the way,
Oh, yeah, man. Sadio Moyo, man.
Sadio Moyo, man.
Oh
What's
my
the player
god.
from Arsenal to
Oh my
Chelsea?
gosh.
What's the
That
player
shit
that came
made
from
my
Arsenal
day,
to
man.
Chelsea striker?
Hey,
What's his
go
name?
ahead. Never professional.
The last one. What's the name? What's his name?
Lacazette?
Sadio
No.
Moyo, man.
Did he come to Chelsea? Aubameyang. When Aubameyang came, the first he had, Aubameyang has a back headline, but he
His
painted.
hairline
I
started
swear,
back here.
yeah. But he spray painted.
He spray paint, yeah.
Whatever he did.
They spray the edge on. It's Beijing. Beijing.
Okay. Anyway, so what he did is he scored the goal, and people are slapping him on the head, and he's like, I swear, he was celebrating and protecting his forehead, man.
They about to slap that hairline back. He like, oh.
Oh my word, man, that was just funny.
I got that done for my wedding. I never go to a barber. I usually cut my hair. I gotta go to a barber for my wedding. So I went there, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you want me to fix that?" I was like, "What?" I don't know what he was talking about. And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he just started doing it. I was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" But that was a day before my wedding, and by the time my wedding came around, it was already it was kind of visible. But
you should have went back.
How was your pillow?
You should have went back.
How was your pillow?
No, my wedding was a couple hours away from him, so I didn't have
I was about to say, bro, I'm quite sure he was nowhere near the barbershop where at the actual
it's his wedding day. He could have afforded to bring the barber to him.
Nah, man, that never happens, man. The wedding is always somewhere away from everything, man. Yeah. That's funny. It's called Beijing, man.
Beijing? Yeah, why Beijing? That's China. Well, what's Beijing has to do?
How? That's what they call it, Beijing.
Wow.
Yeah, and they do it in the beard too.
Well, I kind of got that now when I've watched some people doing it. There's
they get the darkened in the beard. Yeah,
there's the people actually do hair transplant on the beard because now
they go to Turkey and get that done. Yep, they go right to Turkey.
When I was passing through Turkey, there's 15 people. I'm going from one terminal to another one.
Bandages.
They all walk with the freaking not the bandages, with the wrapped heads like NFL players.
Turkey do people teeth for cheap, but them teeth, in the long run, is not good because they chip their teeth down to almost nothing, and then they put veneers on them. That's not how you do veneers.
Yeah,
veneers you're supposed to just shave around your actual tooth. But they chip your tooth down to nothing and slap them up. They look good. I know a girl who got hers done, but she got enough money because she's retired military. She said, "Man, look, I'm just going to go every 10 years to get new ones."
Cheaper than flying to Turkey. I can tell you that. And I actually know a person that do it.
That do them, veneer?
Yeah, in Mexico, and his quality.
Oh yeah, Mexico. I know. Yeah, Mexico. If you find the right person, you can do good.
Yeah,
the only thing Mexico, you can't go down there send you to the guy. They're gonna send you to fucking Pablo up, and you're gonna come out and your whole shit gonna be fucking gangrene, you know. But if that was I wouldn't do anything cosmetically on myself. But if I became a millionaire, I'm going right to Colombia. That what's his name? Dr. Montoya. His fucking
Dr. Moya. I won't trust that Dr. Moya.
Dr. Moya ain't touching
that. Trust that name.
That's a Dr. Sadio Moya.
Montoya, he's the truth.
This is Dr. Sadio Moya, man. He will send you to Saudi.
You see them teeth, oh shit, I need to go there, man. I'll go there and get some new jibs. You go there for about 10 hours and come back looking like a whole new person, no space.
He'll look like a Steve Harvey.
Yeah, no, that's too big. Them shits look like fucking. This just look like piano keys in his mouth, man. This is big as hell.
Like a beatbox. What's the name of that?
That's the only cosmetic thing I would get done to myself. I ain't gonna lie. When you get them teeth done perfect, it's like, oh man, looks perfect.
You got the Roberto Firmino. You gotta have them teeth.
Oh yeah, Firmino. Yeah, the Firminos. What you call it? Need to go get his teeth, his regular teeth, just shaved down.
Nah, his are crazy. His are crazy.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes, he's always just running around.
Suarez should be like this.
Dude, if you buy I don't care if I get the red card or 8 game suspension. If that motherfucker bites me,
If he bite me,
he'll
I'm
lose
punching
the
his face.
teeth, man. He will be sucking next time instead of
Yo,
biting.
what the fuck? He was showing the ref like, yo, look at the mark. It looked like a squirrel bit me. Like, yeah, look like a yeah, Ganacho. Ganacho whole face looked like a Roblox character.
Yeah, he got it fixed though.
Yes.
No, he went to the right one.
The whole shape of his face and head, he looked like a Roblox or like a Lego character.
Yeah.
When Enzo signed for Chelsea, he got his teeth fixed.
Yeah, he's a strange looking kid. For him to be so young, like why?
And his cheekbones, like
his cheeks is like
he just looks stressed. He just looks stressed.
You know how the Eastern European got the high brow right here. He got that. He got that. Like what are you?
Thick brow.
He look how Caicedo should look with the amount of brothers and sisters he got to support, bro.
Yo,
it was just stress, bro. It was stress.
Caicedo,
he looks like an uglier bro. He looks like an uglier Anthony Gordon. What the?
Yeah.
What is this?
He actually looks like that. What's the guy that eat people on the Netflix TV show? What's the guy?
Oh, the gay serial dude, Jeffrey Dahmer.
If you're gonna give him, if you're gonna give those glasses, that dude gonna look like that Dahmer guy, man.
Yes,
so creepy. I swear, my Ganacho looks so creepy,
man. Caicedo brothers are like 50 years old.
Yeah, they got like 10. They got like 10 kids. His mama never give up, or his daddy never give up.
Never get, yeah, right. You know. Well,
we're all in America now.
Because you don't want to get fucking kidnapped. Fucking bastards took Diaz's parents. Like, what the fuck
That
is
shit's
wrong
so
with these
wild.
people,
That shit is so wild. You would think that being like a superstar that you're protected.
You know what? I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often.
It actually happens a lot than people think.
I'm talking about for the football.
For the football, it actually happens a lot. It just doesn't hit the news because there's if you only people think only know about Mikel one. There's the Mikel Power been stolen twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. That's why you want to get your parents, get your people the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but like you would think they would be protected by the country they're representing, you know?
No.
When you gotta eat, you don't give a damn. When you gotta eat, you don't give a damn.
Fuck. That's a come up. That's a bag. They see you as a bag.
I mean, I guess I'm speaking from the perspective of like you know how we hear the stories of like in American sports of like American players that are like born in the hood, and then they'll be protected by their like community. So you would think it would be the same.
When it came to Ivory Coast, he made the fucking war stop.
Yeah,
Dag, you already said the key word right there, America. It's a different ball game, even in the hood.
Didier Drogba, that was the illest I haven't seen.
I mean, respectfully, Moyo. My parents have been living here for quite some time, and they would still say there's more sense of community where they're from. So you get what I'm saying? Like there'll always be a more sense of community where you're from.
In the United States, it still happens. If the kid grows up out of the hood and goes to play NFL or anything, that shit still happens. Stop lying to yourself. It just doesn't hit the news.
I can tell you this directly. NBA, NFL players, they have brothers, sisters, cousins that get into shit on the streets, and they have to go and drop money. I can tell you that. Drop money to get them out of that shit.
Exactly. And I can tell you the same thing with the rappers. With the music industry. My word, people don't tell me because
of course.
I have so much shit I can tell you what happens when the NHL finally got the release of Russian hockey players in the 90s. I can't do it here. I'll stop fucking telling me.
Backstage.
That can be a backstage.
No, I'm not gonna even say that in the backstage because I know shit. But NHL players from Russia after the 90s, when they start come to United States, they didn't bring all their family from here, from Russia. They didn't.
Kidnap, baby. Sitting on that bag.
Do you know how many times when I moved here, my sister was being followed and asked, how's your brother doing over there?
Oh, shit. They just want to hear you got something going on, right? That's all they want to know. You got something going on, man.
look, it's people are just like they think that it's like this is not the first time. It's just sometimes the people that actually do this stuff, it doesn't hit the news because they don't want the news to be brought it up. Like they don't hit the news. I don't know how this father got on the news. I don't know how.
Right.
They wanted to keep it under.
Right.
So Dennis Maldini said, "What's backstage?" I forgot people don't realize there's a backstage.
Backstage is literally just this, but not live.
Yeah, just not live. As soon as it go off, you just start hearing recklessness. Everybody just starts.
We just talk.
Nah, man, I do need to watch the Lampard episode. I'll probably give that a little watch tonight.
Yeah, I'll put a video on
JC, if only people
I had a video on TikTok telling about the
only people knew what perestroika is and what's the 90s is in Russia. Only if people knew. They think that like Russia was, there's a third world country and there was below third world country during the 90s.
People would eat each other.
People are telling me like, oh, like Hamza's laughing. He's like, you don't know what Africa is. He's like, I played barefoot. I was like, dude, you think that Russia is actually like during that time, like
they don't know about that time,
to you barefoot in the warm weather. We barefoot and no like everything. Like my mom, my dad had the jobs for 30 years. All of a sudden, they don't have job. And all the pensions are zero, like none, zero, not zero, like not zero.
Down to nothing. That's crazy. You talk about being destitute, man. That's crazy. That's
Alex. Didn't people in the USSR had to like eat each other at certain points because
no,
eat each other.
Right there. Go.
Yeah, and the bears walking on the street.
That's why I remember being taught that in school, but then I remember I got taught that in school.
Bears right.
That's big propaganda right there.
Yep.
Bears right.
That's why
people eating what the?
No,
they did teach that though.
No.
Teach that.
He said, "Didn't communism mean cannibalism?"
They taught that to me in school in secondary.
Alex, if you only know the propaganda they tried to spread.
You might be confusing between World War II blockade and Stalingrad.
Yes,
that could be.
Okay.
Oh yeah, when they ran out of rations and shit.
Yeah, that's different. Every country does that.
Germany surrounded Stalingrad.
Yeah.
For that was like, and still they didn't eat it. They like, there's a place like they ate the shoes after like the bottom of the shoes.
Yeah, America has stories of that shit too. When we were going on the initial frontier, like the Western frontier, when people were initially discovering that area, they didn't realize how snowy it got over on the mountains, the Rocky Mountains.
On the mountainside, yeah.
And so they ended up getting caved in, and they had to eat. They had to eat their fellow companions.
There was the people saying there's the cases of Russian cannibal. Like, look, when people don't know those cases that you're talking about, it's Russia. The way they put all the prisons in the Siberia. They had like you can go run, like
do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, go. So what happens is the prisoners actually they killed each other. They used the donkey. They literally call him donkey. So when they take him with him, they use him to kill him eventually, to eat him, to survive the long thing.
Oh,
that was true.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was mixing it up with. That's what I was. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So like, yes, this was used because there's such a long distance with such a harsh thing. By people, like prisoners, literally, they made the guy escape with him, and they specifically used him to eat him later. Yes, that's true.
Come on, bro. Fat Tur's gonna feed everybody, man. For the whole fucking apple in his mouth.
He's not lying. That's how it works. Rotisserie.
I just came back. What?
Now you know what. Now you know what.
Right, can we end the stream there before the season?
Sticky situation.
Oh man.
Oh, mad.
End the stream, Dave. End the stream,
Yo,
Dave.
any games today, Steve?
Yeah, I'm doing Mönchengladbach, Wolfsburg. I watch a lot.
Yeah, we're going to redirect to there as well, guys. So everybody head over to Strasbourg, Steve.
Are you
might
going
be
to
back
watch
after my 3. I'm going to pick up first.
You going to watch along?
Yeah, the link's in the private chat if you want to join.
Yeah, because I'm gonna watch some football. I'm bored.
Yeah,
I got 3. I got 3.
Look at the JC's comment. That's brilliant.
Communist Party. Oh wow.
Oh fuck. Fair enough.
Nothing scares you. He said after thriving in those 10 years, nothing scares you.
Man, look. You know the comedian fat guy that takes his shirt off every time? Bert.
Yeah, Bert Kushner.
Yeah, whatever. Not Kushner, but something like that.
Something like
he
that.
He literally had the story when he went to Russia, and he was like, he actually made the movie. There was like, his comedy is about that. And I got so much related because everything was so true. There is a mafia for the train station.
Good movie. The bit is called The Machine. Yeah,
the bit is called The Machine, a Russian story, like The Machine, like the actual. It's so funny. People actually need to watch it.
It's good movie.
I'm not talking about movie. I'm actually talking about comedy bit.
Was great.
Movie is movie. He actually said that very exaggerated a little bit, but the bit is actually true. There's
okay.
Actually funny.
Right, we're gonna redirect over to Steve's channel. Gonna head off to do some deliveries quick, but we will be back tomorrow. Hate-alongs, Wolves versus Tottenham, United Luton, Arsenal versus whoever the fuck they're playing.
Burnley.
Big just locked in though. Yeah, Burnley.
Danish Maldini, we're going backstage.
Big up everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that. Head over to Steve's channel.